Previously on the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. As the doors to the Vault of Eteria open, our heroes are met with a long hall flanked by 6 chambers filled with gold and treasures of ages long past. Finds a last bard that ends up being a living garment. He makes a symbiotic bond with this garment and learns that he can use it to look like he's wearing any clothes he wants, and the psychic connection he has with the item suggests there is more that the suit can do. Vilmar finds a magic shield known as the Sentinel Shield, which increases his awareness of danger. Tail finds plenty of spell scrolls and a new spell book, and Reshi finds a new robe ornately designed with many pockets. As she felt let down about everyone else finding really cool items, she found a note in her pocket saying, "Don't worry, there are many wonders hidden in these pockets. Hang in there." A useful message, to be sure. Meanwhile, Quothe found a greatsword that he immediately became aggressively possessive of, not wanting to use other weapons or ever let his greatsword out of his sight. Much like Gollum, he starts obsessing over this item. As the group ventures deeper into the vault, Vilmar finds a giant human laying in one of the back chambers, bleeding out and dying. This man is very weak from his mortal wound, and he is about 12 to 15 feet tall. This is the first Justicar, a living god of the Ornite pantheon, and the god that Vilmar venerates. With his dying breath, the Justicar tells Vilmar to reclaim his family's sword, as its power, wielded in the wrong hands, could end the world. He then enchants Vilmar's eyes with divine sight to help him find his way to the sword. The group then splits the treasure with the kobolds, convincing them that silver was worth more than gold, and then they leave the dungeon to retire to the library and take a rest while Tail reads some books. Unfortunately for them, their adventuring day was not quite finished as Rowan uncovered a mimic disguised as a book. A few swings of Vilmar's sword later, and the group was safe to rest as the body of a dead mimic laid squishily upon the ground. Will our heroes continue to explore the ruins of Elantris? Will they investigate what the other denizens of the ruins are doing? Or perhaps will they just take their treasure and return home to fund more expansions of their guild hall? Find out now on episode 27 of the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. Enjoy the show. We're live! And every time I turn that light on, it's so goddamn bright. Welcome in, everybody. This is episode 27.
27.
27?
Heck yes.
If my math is correct, that's over half a year that we've been doing this campaign. I might not be doing that math correct because I'm bad at numbers. I get paid to draw.
Numbers
things.
are hard. All right.
24 months is.
But welcome in, everybody. How's it going? You guys saw the recap and the intro. Last week, our group got some treasure. They came to a library in this ruin that they're in. Rowan got his hand almost bitten off. And now they took a nap inside of a layman's tiny hut, which I'm just now realizing I think is like a little bigger than what a layman's hut normally is. But anyway,
Real spacious.
It was layman's tiny
we do
hut
it big.
XL, you know.
Yeah.
The XL, exactly.
Yeah.
layman's medium hut.
There you go. There was a deal on Airbnb, and
Yeah.
we sized up. It's all good.
Exactly. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. We're gonna play some D&D tonight. Right after we do the introductions. Currently mired in darkness. Oh, there she is. Let them know
Sorry.
who you're playing.
Surprise, bitches!
Tonight.
It's Rachel.
We've got Rachel at Bread and Buttered here on Twitch. Let them know who you're playing.
I am playing Reshi, a Dragonborn monk.
The man who is a dice box Sangretti.
I am playing Tail, the Kobold Wizard, and Pages, his familiar.
We've got the Genie Bruh.
I don't have any kitty cats or whatever, but I do have I have love in my heart. So, and I'm a bard and I'm a half elf and stuff.
And a couple of fantastically strange creatures that occasionally visit him.
Yes. I don't know where those fucking monsters come from, but sorry monsters, but here we
And we've got with us tonight Jobus, 25.
Play Vilmar the White Raven, a human paladin who's got birdies on him.
Got many a birdie on him. Indeed. Chad is not with us tonight, so I will be playing the role of Quothe, the very intelligent and not at all chaotic barbarian.
Not at
Good,
all
y'all have the
chaotic.
same personality.
Not
Yeah,
at all,
no, it's good.
No, he's very normal and not at all a force to be reckoned with. Don't worry, guys. I only plan to script my rolls so that I rage right next to you and do the necrotic damage like every 5 minutes. It'll be fine. Don't
That's what
worry.
I was hoping you would do.
So basically it's like Chad was never not here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Basically, exactly.
It's called role
No difference at all.
It's called roleplay. Have you heard of it? Alrighty, so let us well, we'll just hop back in. You guys explored the library. A lot of the books and stuff were burned out. The ones that aren't burned and stuff, the ones that you can salvage, there's histories, general histories of the elven people. Some, very few and far between. You may find like 1 or 2 books about like human histories and whatnot. A lot of this stuff is like religious tomes about Tristiel the Silver Lady and the first Justicar. Nothing like I know it may be a point of interest to you, Vilmar, but nothing that you don't already know. It's just like, oh, a Gideon's Bible in a hotel room, right? It's just like religious texts that are just like fairly common, right? Because this ruin used to be not just a castle and fortress, but it was like the primary temple and religious institution of these 2 gods whose relationship has been maybe obscured, we'll say, by the elven people in the last half century or so. But
Is there anything in the library that maybe like with these newfangled eyes that glowy eyes I can perceive anything or see anything maybe special? or hear? Or not hear. I can't hear with your eyes.
Can I hear? What do I hear with my elfin eyes? No, nothing. Nothing sticks out to you with your new vision. You remember that your gods sort of. You're not exactly sure how how it's all gonna play out. But you remember the Justicar telling you that the site you've been given is supposed to help you on your quest to like find this heirloom, this sword of yours.
Right.
But nothing. You don't see like any glowing auras around any of the books, or
Okay, nothing will lead me on that path then.
No, not in this room.
Okay. Probably be asking that question a lot.
Fair enough.
Helps if I unmute myself, doesn't it?
A little bit.
I was gonna say,
It's debatable, but yeah.
do any of the books stand out to Tales? I'm not looking for magic or anything like that, but knowledge that wouldn't necessarily be commonplace for most people. Just history accounts, things like that. Books that would be good to take back to a library.
Roll me an investigate.
I'm gonna be so sad if I fuck up this roll. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, and I'm gonna go with the random roller rice dollar. You want to?
You do have various inspirations. Don't forget.
Oh no, I'm using DM. That's gonna
Okay.
happen. I need advantage on this.
Okay.
What is this? Insight or is this? I'm sorry. Investigation,
Yeah,
right?
investigation. Specifically looking for clues and whatnot. Investigation of
okay.
23.
Nice.
Oh,
I think you're okay.
You are blind and can never look for book. No, I'm kidding. Wouldn't that be a bastard move on my part? No, you find a couple of books that you think would be interesting. For at least for now, probably best in a private collection. Because these are you find a couple of books, like a set of 4 that detail the various histories of the relationship between Tristiel and the Justicar, and like their joint efforts in like promoting peace and prosperity. Among
It's actually erotica, isn't it?
it's
just
Are these like uwu books?
It's like terrible airport smut, isn't it?
I mean, there's maybe some sexy scenes in there because they were in a relationship, but it's not just like porno. No, it also talks about like their joint teachings and like what their followers have done collectively to like increase the overall general welfare of the Feronian. Firon being the continent that you guys are currently living on.
You said there are only 4 books of that,
Yeah, there's like 4 books in that
description
set.
of what we're looking for.
Yeah, there's like 4 books in that particular set. There are
How many
other
books
like
in
odds
total
and
does it look
ends.
like Tail would probably want for the concept of building a library?
Oh,
Because
well,
I'm
like I
trying to
said,
do
a
the
lot of
math to
this-
figure out how many I can take with me.
right. Right. Well, like I said, there's 4 in that particular set, and that's sort of like the
Oddball knowledge.
Well, yeah, that's like the sort of verboten, right? Like oh no, don't talk about that, because you guys are in an elven country right now, right? So the elves are kind of like they don't like the fact that one of their gods was in a relationship with a god from a different pantheon. That doesn't fit their worldview, so they've tried to keep that under wraps a bit. So that particular set is like definitely something like, oh, this is like, whoa, right? Like that's like some knowledge, right? There's other stuff. There's like a few other books that like talk about like the particular followers of those gods working to like hand in hand to like, you know, achieve common goals of like peace and prosperity, that don't specifically mention the gods like close relationship with each other. Like it may mention like, oh, there were allies or something, but like the 4 books that I was mentioning is like, this is like they were an item, like they were a couple, right? The other stuff, there might be some like cool history books or something, but a lot of it is just like, oh yeah, the humans come from a place called Dellen. They landed in a place that is now called the Elderlands, you know, yada yada yada.
Yeah,
right? Just
general world
general
history
stuff.
and
But there's probably alongside those 4 books, maybe, I don't know. Let's roll a d4 here. Not very many. Another 3 books that are possibly interesting enough for Tail to want to take and add to a library.
Question for Villamar: do you have on your character, like clothing wise, do you have anything that trails off a little bit, like a standard or a? Um, I have no idea how to describe it, but a bit of clothing that is hanging off that would be colored as kind of like a standard of I am of this knighthood or something like that.
Well, I have a family signet ring, um, and the cloak I'd be wearing would be. I don't think. No, I don't think I would. If I remember right, we didn't just like make it look like the White Order or anything like that. It's just a colored cloak.
Tails is gonna walk up to Villamar and pull on his cloak to try and get his attention.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Vilmar, there's some really good books here, and I would like to take them for the library, and I I I know this is kind of like your place, and I didn't want to just take them and then you be mad, and but I want to keep them safe and preserve them. I don't want them to fall apart like the rest of these books.
Uh, what kind of books are they, my little friend?
Well, this one is like a Bible, and then this one's, it says where people came from. But these 4 are like well, that big guy in the vault, well, he had like a girly he liked, and this describes like their relationship and stuff, and yeah.
Of course, you can keep them, my friend. Anything here, we'll share, of course. Do you need help getting them back, carrying them?
No, I have enough space. I can do it.
Okay. Of course, my friend. Anything that you think is helpful, keep, take.
So I'm going to take all 7 of those books. I would like you to know that I have exactly 0.3 pounds available in my bag of holding now.
Jeez.
So I'm glad you picked 7 as the number, not 8.
Oh, did I not mention that one of them is like a 20-pound? No.
The abridged version, which is 35 pounds.
And they're all gone. No. Is there anything else that you guys are doing? Like, so while Tail is looking at books and stuff, I mean, that, you know, looking for and like researching these books is going to take a little bit of time. Is there anything else that you guys want to be doing? It's
I want to
particular
check this
area?
body over here.
And I want to kind of go where my character is. I want to see what this. It looks like a path down this way or something.
Yeah. Um. Here. So Rowan, as you check that body, it looks to be a few days old.
Oh, okay.
Definitely something like from before you guys like arrived.
It's still really fresh.
Yeah, it doesn't listen, I'm not like super knowledgeable about the decomposition of like bodies or whatever. But like
What would you like to know?
They get pretty rank after a couple days.
Well, I was gonna say like it's past the
Bloated.
stage of being like bloated. So
Oh,
maybe
so it
more than a
started
week.
splitting probably because decay.
Ew.
Yeah, it's like not in a very good state. It's like rotting stuff. Animals have gotten at
Okay.
it, like rats and whatnot have like gotten to
Is this all open roof? Like, is that area all open, like to the elements?
I
I mean, it is on the upper floor, so
it's on the second floor. I don't think.
I'm not for sure what floor we're on and where.
Yeah. Second.
Judging by the floor, I'm sure there's some cracks in the ceiling.
Yeah.
That particular area is kind of open to the elements. So, right, if you guys are looking at, basically from this line, over to the left. So like, to Rowan's side of this line, is an awning, that has like holes in it. But it looks like to the right of this line, there's like another floor above. So like everything over here is like covered by the third floor, and then everything over here, it's like a roof that has like holes and stuff in it. So yeah, birds can get in and out of here. Rats have obviously just like live in this place alongside of other stuff. And, you guys know from your time like approaching this place on foot that there are more than 2 floors. Like it's a it's a castle. There's like many above ground floors. You guys are on the second floor.
And do any of us recall what the tentacle guys said? Were they on a certain level, or do you guys remember?
Within the first floor?
Well, the
Like what?
tentacle guy and his like companions are on the first floor. If you guys go to where Rowan is, there's like this dais that you can kind of see. So this like grayed out area is like you're like standing on a balcony. You can see down to the ground floor or the first floor, depending on where you are in the world. And there's like that platform dais. That's where the beholder looking creature is. And if you just if you walk over there and you look down, he's still there. He's just watching the entrance.
But did they say like just stay off their level, or like, because they said kind of leave them alone? And was there anything about like?
No, they didn't say where or what they were doing. It just basically said, you stay out of our hair, we'll stay out of your hair. Just a mutual, like, leave each other alone and everything will be fine.
Okay, so we don't know exactly where they are, what level, what room, stuff. Okay. Mm-hmm. Was this like where I went? Is that like the corner? Okay.
So there's another hallway. It leads down over that way. At the end of which there's this like large room. Has like remnants of various things in it that you can't quite tell, other than like, oh, like the standard just detritus of a ruin, another room. But various things like smashed up crates, barrels, maybe some broken pots, a skeleton with like a rusted sword. Those sorts of things. Remnants of like many adventurers have been in through this place in the last 500 years. Scratch marks of like giant claws and burn marks and bits of the rock dissolved in like acid. Very, just like, hey, there's been a lot of people in through this area.
Is that little tower thing? That's not supposed to be visible, is it? That's not accessible from this level.
Yeah, no, that's not accessible. It's just
I don't know if maybe that was like the thing that that chick was running up.
Can I check this?
That
this
actually
section over here?
Yeah, that actually is. Those actually are the steps that she was running up.
Okay.
But it is not accessible from this particular area.
Okay.
As far
As far as we know. As far as Vilmar knows.
Well, yeah, no, as far as Vilmar knows, but also as far as I know.
I want to check this area. That's okay with
Rocks
you.
fall, everyone dies.
Yep.
Damn it.
Womp womp.
Well, it was a good run, guys.
Actually, this area. I love when maps are oddly shaped. Let's use the rectangle tool. This leads you out onto a balcony kind of area. That's sort of like catwalk. If you walk all the way to the edge of the page, you can kind of just see off into like, it's like a bit of grass area before some more woods. You look down, you're like, oh, these are the castle walls. This is the top of the castle walls. It leads to the south, down this way to small. Guys.
I guess I don't really see much else on this floor.
So
No, not too much.
I mean, there's an area over here in this top corner. Can I see any of that from here? Are there any like slits in the? Can I peek through one of these like murder holes in the wall and kind of see what's going on out here in this top corner? I don't know if that's a closed off area that I need to go around to. I can. I mean, I can come up here if I need to.
The door's not there. This tower, I can actually reveal this whole tower now that. Give me a second. Just keep trying to add shadowing. Come on.
You can do it, Shadow Area. I believe in you.
So this
Ta-da!
this is the area. So from the first floor, you came out into this courtyard. You came up these steps and over into this tower, and these spiral stairs are what led you down into the basement.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so this is the floor that lady got like punched through her head and then dragged down the stairs at.
Yeah.
A little bit.
No.
Yes, but not. Yes, but not this tower. The stairs that she was actually running up were the ones that Vilmar was
over here.
Do you remember you guys entered in like the north western part of the map, like the upper left hand corner of the map?
Is there anything
down that tunnel over there?
Is there anything in this direction? To the to the west of me, where I'm at.
Yeah, that's a door there. There's more, just more rooms and whatnot over that way. Nothing.
What are y'all looking for? Just anything
just-
interesting?
Clear
Just,
the map.
just clearing the map.
Exploring?
Exploring.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I also want to. I want to. Well, I want to check the rooms and stuff to see if we're finding any more of those tentacle guys. Second is, because
This looks dangerous as shit.
I want to see if it's what's up the next level. If there's where are the stairs? I'm assuming that maybe these are the stairs in.
Yep, those.
So-
Yep, those are the stairs.
Because I couldn't tell if those were coming from the courtyard here.
There's also another set of stairs.
Oh, so-
Set of stairs up. You guys explored this floor. A lot of ruined stuff. You find some generic spell components. On like a dead body. In one of the rooms. But there's really nothing of note on this floor other than the library.
Okay. Well, I like to go upstairs then. I want to see what's up. Check it out.
Stairs.
I'm
I
coming.
guess are we? I was about to say we all want to head upstairs now.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I would just like the image to be seen that he's very distracted, continues looking back at the books as he's being pulled out of the room.
Let's double check.
Very much kid in a candy store, but there could be one more on that shelf over there.
Yell back at Quothe. Stop playing with your sword and let's go.
Yeah, he's still in the hut. He doesn't want to leave the sword.
Sorry,
So he's-
my camera account doesn't have control over his character. While on other screens.
Great job.
He follows. Don't worry.
Well, I was thinking from last episode. I was watching the episode from last week when he fell after the grease wand incident and stuff. I was like, I wonder if he actually fell trying to protect his sword to make sure it was okay. He's so obsessed with it.
Oh yes, he would do that for sure.
Like, oh, are you okay, baby? Oh, nothing happened. You didn't get scratched, did you?
Good God. So we'll just theater of the mind. The third floor is like it's like an area.
It's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap. No, it's an area of what used to maybe be living quarters or something. It's just a bunch of small rooms, some of which have beds in them.
Can we go through? I don't know if you want to go through each room and do that for time constraints and stuff, or make us do a roll or something just to kind of check anything, look for any, because Vilmer's still looking for clues and stuff, where his next, where are we supposed to go from here? Okay, yeah, we came here. I talked to the god. He says I need to, find this sword because maybe something terrible could happen, and these guys are going to help with that path. So he's desperately looking for now what that next clue is.
I dig it. I can reveal the third floor to you. But you don't find any to sword here on the third floor.
Okay. Are there any of those tentacle people up here?
No, this floor is also devoid of people. It's sort of just it's just hey, there's it's a big complex, right? With a lot of different floors and rooms because this used to be a huge castle complex. But I said this is mostly bedrooms and living quarters. You guys come up to this part here. There's stairs up over there, over here, and over here.
We just assume that the place is pretty much picked over after so long. I mean, I'm just curious if that would be the case at this point, all these open areas.
So I mean, that's what it's seeming like. So I mean,
Yeah.
I think that maybe then, I don't know if you think. I'm almost tempted that we should try to find what these cultists are doing, then why they're here, because we need a clue of where to go next. Like, if
Yeah.
we still want to go on this path,
Well,
Bill
so there
might
may not be much left for us in this area. Like we may have done the thing here, and now we have the path to go find the actual sword itself for you.
Mhm.
I lost my train of thought. The cultists.
Their
Sorry,
last. Okay.
the cultists may not be relevant in any way, shape, or form. Like they may just be doing their own thing here, and as long as it's not hurting anybody, Tails doesn't have a problem with it. That's all I got.
What was our last clue for his sword? Where did we get that from?
We got it from the Justicar basically told me to find the sword. It was apparent that I do basically save the world. Of course, that could be just from his perspective,
Right.
You get the feeling that like it's a pretty powerful sword, at its base function, it can basically affect any elemental, damage type, necrotic, radiant included. So it is a sword that can pretty much overcome any creature's resistances. And in the wrong hands, it could do a lot of damage. It's a dangerous weapon in the wrong hands. His tone wasn't such that you think like, it's going to lead to someone corrupted or anything like that. It's just even though it was made by a good god, it's just a powerful artifact that, if misused, could be very bad for.
Right.
But you don't find any third. You're kind of starting to get the idea that your eye, like the enchantment that he placed on your eyes, might not be something that is just like, oh, here's a golden thread, follow the thread and find the sword, or or like a mini map marker kind of thing. But you haven't seen anything like so far in this area of the castle or in like the second floor. It's not like you don't see like golden glowing footsteps. You don't see, there's not like items or anything that are like lit up. Unfortunately, the Justicar kind of died as he was enchanting your eyes, so he didn't really get to tell you how your sight works. But yeah, I mean, you don't feel anything emotionally. It's not like you feel like, oh, maybe around this corner. You're just like, huh, maybe I just have to wait and see, kind of thing. But as far as like this third floor, again, burned beds, broken open chests. You might find like a pouch of, silver and copper like here and there. And like a potion of healing on a dead adventurer. But this place is pretty much picked over. Lots of scenes of, fights between you don't just see like adventurer skeletons, but you see like the skeletons of goblins and kobolds, various, burn marks, scorch marks, claws, that kind of thing. Like, you see, like, busted down walls where it looks like a very large person maybe tackled somebody through a wall, that kind of shit.
Okay.
There are more floors to explore if you guys are super into, like, what is the cult doing and all that. But yeah, the third floor is nothing.
Hey, whatever you guys want to do, I'm down. Let's just roll with it.
But we've checked all the floors and shit. I don't see what else.
There are
I really-
there are more floors.
There's more floors.
Yeah,
Well,
I literally just said that. There are more floors.
oh,
How
sorry.
many more floors?
Well, I know we didn't do like fully check the first floor because we don't, really know where the rest of these cultists are or who that voice who was doing the voice, But
There's also
we, as a group, if we all want to go back to, sorry,
We got a lot of cash to spend on us.
I would like to go to a sorry. I think it's very important that we meet up with Faith and David.
Okay. So we all want to head back on the road and get back to, because we actually have to go through that first town, right? The Renee Salazar.
Yeah. Renee
first-
Salazar, exactly.
Salisbury Steak. We got to go through Salisbury Steak Town.
Mhm. And through back to the inn where the burned out inn.
Now, I don't remember, Rowan, in the town of Reneus Alinar, were you Gordon Ramsay? I know you were a famous chef. I just don't remember.
I was Gordon Ramsay, but it was Jordan. It was Jordan Ramsay, and also I was Chef Boyardee.
Yes, Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee was the other one. So depending on who you talk to, I'm one of two world-renowned famous chefs.
Well, now he could look like anyone, so
There you go.
he's got that fancy suit.
Yeah, I did hear you were coming out with a new product. It was Spaghettis, and little rings of what is known as spaghetti.
Golden pasta rings in a delicious tomato-based sauce.
Now they keep for even longer in these conveniently lead-lined cans.
Exactly.
Yeah, of
With
course
goat?
they're lead lined.
Yeah, they're lead lined. They're absolutely lead lined.
Don't forget the goat balls.
God.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gross. So you guys are kind of exploring around this third floor. And as you do, let me just double check it.
Roll for initiative.
Oh boy, I have a real good surprise next combat we're in.
As you're exploring around this third floor, one of those kind of balding, fat, gray skinned, sort of almost like mutated human looking creatures that were with the Mind Watcher on the first floor stumbles up these stairs here and sees one of you and says if you could please now is the time for you to make your exit.
All right.
Finally, they pushed on us a little bit.
Why is that?
The master says he hopes you found what you were looking for, but his experiments are dangerous to normal people. For your own safety, please leave castle now.
Is
You
this guy
can't-
kind of
To
like?
Igor or
You can't
what's gonna
tell if
happen?
he's stupid or just doesn't speak common that well.
Is he like hills have eyes mutated? Is that what I see?
Oh, Jeebus.
I can.
Because that makes me reevaluate this man's experiments.
That does not.
You can just see
I yell, "Come get some,
Tail-wooden
bitch!"
book
and I
down.
throw a flask of.
Oh
no,
god!
you
fire at him.
don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I was
No,
saying
I
you're being
don't.
pretty polite for evil guys. You know, it's time for you guys to go.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not gonna catch this guy on fire.
Last time you were joking, you made the red cobalt
Mine,
charge
it looks.
charge you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say this in the context of I yell it out loud.
He
Well,
doesn't
he's
look.
hot, so-
He doesn't look this angry, or anything. He's not like screaming at you. But he's
The gray skin and the sharp teeth, really awesome.
yeah. He is blind, by the way. His skin, it's like
Poor
a
baby.
over his eyes, but he can tell like when he hears like noises. He's got like ears that like work like like a dog's or like a horse's ears. They kind of like move to like towards
Yeah.
the sounds.
Was he a corrupted elf or something with his ears? You know.
Yeah, you're not really sure. Maybe elf.
We already have one of those in our party.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't need another one.
Definitely about the size of an elf or a human. He's got like big pointy ears. But yeah.
All right, so are we gonna listen to him, or are we gonna keep going?
Yeah, all you got from him is like something's about to go down and they would rather be left alone.
Well, I would rather be in a hot tub with lots of lovely ladies, but that isn't happening either. So we need to figure something out here, guys.
Just say, Vilmar, tell your master that we'll be leaving shortly. We think we found what we came for, and we'll head back out on the road.
Man, I've been muted for a while there. I feel dumb.
Welcome back.
Okay, so the thing that I was trying to say is, you know how you can like walk down a hallway kind of looking at your cell phone and mildly aware of everything going on?
Yeah.
Tails is doing that with a book. It says, "Okay, have a nice day, weird guy," as
Yep.
he starts walking for the door. Like completely oblivious to everything going on.
Fair enough. Hey, if anyone's gonna be the kind of person to be distracted by a cell phone, I feel like it would be a 16-year-old.
Yes.
It's just a book. It's a smutty airport book that we found there.
Vilmar notices this, and every few minutes has to like make sure he doesn't walk into the wall. So he like, just kind of pushes him with his shield, like keeping him on the path.
Pays no attention to the Fabio-like character with the bare chest, like reclining on a rock on the beach on the cover. Just like, whatever. He's reading. That's good enough.
It's good. He's reading. It's good enough.
All right, so you guys are heading out of the castle.
I mean, we got a lot of money to spend, and I don't
Yeah,
see any
you
reason
got
to
a lot of-
get in a fight with these guys.
Yeah.
I
We
have
can
a
always
giant box
come
of
back and
waffles,
blow up their spot.
and it's
Sorry,
delicious.
I mean,
You're good. I'm having audio issues on my end. I'm not trying to cut you off or jump over you there, but like my stuff is cutting
yeah,
out.
you are, you dickhead. You've been trying for 27 episodes to show me
Gene-
off.
Jeannie
You guys
hasn't been
are-
in 27 episodes.
That's true.
That's probably true, but
I do think you've
Okay,
been here for
fine.
over half of the episodes now.
I think so too.
I think you entered on like episode 13.
You
Uh,
entered pretty early. You've been here for quite a few.
Does that surprise
Because
you?
he was here before Chad.
You guys make it sound surprising.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I
Mo-
mean,
My
with
sandpaper
the way
personality, I think, threw you off.
Rowan acted in the first couple of episodes, it's. I mean, I may be a little surprised Rowan's still around.
I mean, I can roll back into that if anytime I want to. I felt like Rowan is grown as a character that doesn't
yeah.
necessarily need to do the worst thing possible in every situation. But you know what? If we need to go back down that path every now and then, roll the dice and get weird with it.
Would you
I
say
mean, I can
killing
do
that, killing the kids, the mage's assistant, changed him a little bit?
Yeah, it did. It fucked with him a little bit.
Then when he shouted at the street urchin and almost killed him, he had some problems, I'm sure.
Those two instances where I both times either murdered or almost murdered a child were really kind of turning points for Rowan, I think.
Interesting
That's
thought
when he started to
here.
eat fish.
Yes.
I'm wondering if when you accidentally shouted a child to death, the thought past your head is, man, these are weak children.
It did. I really thought these kids had a little more to them.
Damn.
These kids are really squishy.
He must have had the rickets.
Jesus Christ.
It's funny. It's funny because I was just using the stats, for at least the one that tried to rob you. I just used the stats of a commoner, not a child, just a normal person of any age.
Oh man.
I here's the thing is that child ultimately didn't die, but I feel real confident that child is gonna have some difficulties going through life from here on out.
Nice.
Maybe.
I mean,
I
he
feel
he
like
had-
he's
he had-
got respect for his elders now because he got scolded so hard.
he had blood coming out of his ears and his like nose and stuff. That usually
Yeah.
that usually means it's something
Any brain damage?
a little permanent. Might have
I'm wondering if he's now a priest or like an altar boy or something. Just changed his life right around.
just turn it around, man.
You've improved that street urchin's life dramatically by almost killing him.
Damu would say, "Bless Rowan."
Alrighty, where are we at? What are we doing?
We're traveling back.
So yeah, you guys leave the castle, head across the drawbridge. As you head across the drawbridge, you actually the like couple of gray dudes that like they didn't like escort you out, but like as you like left, some of them followed you. You see they tried to raise the drawbridge. It doesn't go up the whole way. It goes up and leaves like maybe a 5-foot gap before like one of the chains and like the gears stick, and the bridge just like you hear like grinding of metal and stuff, and the bridge just like stops. They fiddle with the mechanisms for a little bit before giving up and leaving. So now, like, if you look back and like halfway across this chasm, there's like the bridge is like straight and nice and level, and then there's just like a 5-foot vertical gap to the slanted part that slants down towards the castle. Very easily climbable, by like adventurers and stuff, but also like an unattentive halfling might just walk and fall into the empty riverbed below. But you guys leave. It's gonna take the better part of 2 weeks to get back to Reneas Alinar. Work walking. You travel maybe like at a good march, like 25 miles a day. 25 to 30 is the general math that I've always used in campaign. I think you guys have like a couple horses and carts as well to kind of ease your travel, but through the woods and whatnot before you get back to the road. It'll take like a couple of days, and then on the road it takes just a little over a week from where you are. So like 10 or 12 days to get back to Rheneas Elenar. As you were traveling, let's see if I sounds for this. Like traveling. Oh, would say. Let's play that. Let's play that.
Just play Willie Nelson's on the road again.
On the road.
I'm sorry, Nelson Willie's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nilly Welson's on the road.
That's the one. Yeah.
On the road again.
So you guys, do travel a little bit, and a couple of days. And
That was
you
aggressive.
find you find some like wild strawberry bushes one day, and like birds chirping. It's nice early autumn weather, kind of end of summer, early autumn weather currently in the world. And you you take camp near a moderately good sized clearing in the woods. You're still about like a day or so from the road. You kind of camp down like towards sunset and all that. Have a good night. And then when you wake up in the morning, across the clearing from you is an old tower. And I say old, I don't mean like a ruin, but like not freshly built tower. Like, you're like, wait a minute, like it's very obvious. This was not
So it doesn't
there
look like
the
my
night before.
Galder's tower.
Baldur's Tower?
Galder.
Oh.
Remember, it's my standard camping procedure to summon a 2-story tower with bathrooms and bed.
Right. It is not your tower, no.
Before we go any further, I would like to demand that Quothe bathe.
Oh, we got him when he couldn't stop it.
The scent is too extreme.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I second that motion.
He says he will bathe.
No, not says. I mean,
No.
He
This is a
does.
force. If we have to, as a crew, we will knock him out and forcibly bathe him.
No, he says he'll bathe. He says he just wants some privacy, and he goes off into the woods.
Normally he likes to flaunt that stuff.
Yeah, it's not
yeah,
very
that
cool
sounds. I don't like that.
He's singing "Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay" while he
No,
helicopters.
yeah, exactly. All that thing's just swinging around. I don't like this.
There's not really much slinging. It's kind of tiny.
Has he?
Mhm.
Bouncing.
Is
It's
he?
a bouncing
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Has he left the area yet?
Yeah, he starts to like leave, head a little deeper into the woods.
I'm gonna question why he didn't choose to use the facilities that were literally right next to him.
I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna use my stealth. And I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, roll stealth. 17 is pretty good. Pretty good. You follow Quothe. You hear him kind of grumbling to himself. Tell me to bathe, why don't you? I'm gonna go bathe. And he finds like a sort of small stream, and he just starts scooping up like muddy like silt from the bottom of the river and just smearing it all over his body.
I'm gonna pop out behind the tree and I'm gonna go, aha! You smelly. I knew you weren't gonna actually do this. I knew you were gonna get all weird. Why won't you just take a shower, dude? You're killing us.
You see, he looks you dead in the eyes. He scoops up some mud and just starts rubbing it on his pecs. As he just slowly rubs it on his pecs as he like stares you in the eyes. He calls it a mud bath.
Might get rid of the smell though.
It's just. I'm gonna use prestidigitation and completely just clean him off. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure. As you cast prestidigitation, he starts screaming. He's like, "No, no!" And he like starts flailing around in the river like a little child. He's like, the more you cast, he's like grabbing more mud and rocks and just trying to like smear it on his body. He like finds a fish and like rubs it in his armpit. I feel like that's what Quothe would do in this situation.
The accuracy, yes. In real life also.
And in real life also.
Is he clean now?
So Tails is pretty sure that he's not going to come back bathed. So while he's been waiting in his tower here, he has rigged up very cartoonish a large bucket of water above the door.
Oh my God.
Nice.
That's amazing.
He eventually you know, you do prestidigitation. How long are you gonna like? He fights you for a while. How long do you do this until you give in, Rowan?
Just like a minute or two. I'm not. Just a minute or two, and I finally am just like, whatever. You want to be a smelly? You go ahead. I just storm back off towards the tower.
Yeah, if it's only like a minute or two, yeah, he's like, "Ha, I win," and then rubs some more mud on his body and follows you back to camp. I didn't know if it was gonna be like 5 or 10 minutes, because then I was gonna say that he like gives in, and as you're walking back, he quickly darts back to the river and says, "You'll never catch me."
God, what is wrong with this?
That's what I ask myself every time I play this game when Chad's here.
You are so incredibly on brand for him right now.
Ass cheeks flapping in the wind.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to. He definitely was not wearing clothes at any point during any of that. But you guys go back.
Rowan's not camp. Weirded out by that at this point. That isn't even look.
This is a common sight.
We've been together in battle, covered in grease, on top of each other. It is not even a thing at this point to worry about a little bit of dick action.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. You guys get back. You know, he's still not wearing any clothes. You know. He's looking like someone tied a little knot at the top of like a coin purse and it's just dangling there by the string. Just for like for proportions.
Right, yeah.
And you guys get back. Roll let's see here. You left before him, but he's faster than you are. I know it'll be fun. How about you roll me an acrobatics check, Genie?
Oh man, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
And I'll roll an athletics check from Quothe. 22 is hard to beat. Hell yeah!
Oh, nice. Yeah, you beat that.
Which is good for me because whoever was higher got to the door first. And as Rowan, as you get into the door, a bucket of water falls on your head, and you are now,
of course it does,
soaking wet. Also, your head hurts a little because a bucket just landed on your head. But Rowan, Rowan, you're wet. Quothe is now covered in dry river mud with a somehow that fish on the way back went from a full fish to just a fish skeleton. And is now like Kothe's like tied his beard, and like the fish skeleton is like a bow at the bottom of his beard.
Tails will apologize to Mr. Rowan. That bucket was not meant for him. And then use prestidigitation to dry him off.
I'm gonna pat him on the head. It's all right, buddy. I know what you were trying to do.
Quothe, you guys like pack up your stuff, get ready to head out again for the day. Remember, there's still like a weird tower that appeared overnight just across this probably like a good 100-foot wide clearing. It's just sort of just on the tree line across the clearing from you. But after you're almost done packing up for the day, Quothe like starts scratching at himself, like clearly itchy from his little outburst there.
Well, Vilmar's gonna go look at the tower before we leave.
Yeah, fair enough. You guys, anybody want to go with him? Quothe will go with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna be right back in like 30 seconds, but I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. Quothe, kind of scratches at the mud. He shakes like a dog getting out of the water, and a cloud of dust kind of surrounds him now, like Pigpen from the Peanuts. Rowan and Tail, are you guys gonna head with them over to the mysterious tower? Or are you gonna wait?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, we can head that way.
Finish packing up.
So you head across the clearing to this tower. How do you approach?
The tower's in a clearing. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. So let me like.
Or we're in like a kind of circular clearing, let's say, and
Yeah.
our tower on one side and it was on the other.
So let me like zoom in. Everybody's like looking. That part of the map. I'll draw sort of what you have here because I didn't know what we were gonna do today, and I was finishing up a comic this week, so I don't have any maps prepared. But let's say you guys were camped over here, and there's like a wooded clearing, right? So this is camp. Mark it with a C. There's a tower. It's
Is
just on
there-
the edge of the clearing. Maybe
Well, that
like
could-
maybe a couple of trees, like
I would
around it.
take Billmore would go along the tree line, not walk right into open straight across the field. He'd take the tree line to the tower.
Okay.
Yeah. And once he starts getting close to the tower, to be a little more cautious and slow.
All right. Everybody
see if he hears
going with Vilmar. Let me open up Reshi's sheets. I think it's still on. Everybody give me a stealth check.
Everybody but me,
Would
or
you like
No,
me to
everybody-
stealth check also?
Yeah. Sorry. Welcome back, Rachel. I was going to say, everybody going
I'm
with
sorry.
Vilmar, I'd like to make a stealth check. Because you guys are kind of being like...
Oh, I hit strength. Sorry. Oops.
You're just gonna punch your way through this one.
Everything. Yeah.
Hey,
There
tree!
you go.
I'm trying to be stealthy here!
Get the fuck out of here.
drops it in half and it falls down.
Yeah, it's everything is like a punch or a kick, and you just hear like the cracking of trees and like the
trail.
as they like fall to the ground, and just like from the tower, like just if you're like on top of the tower, you just see like tree fall, tree fall, tree fall. Hey, something's coming around the. Well, let's see here.
Was Jeannie coming with us?
Well,
Or
they
Rowan?
like 8 stealth.
Hey, I'm on the way. I'm with you.
12 stealth. 17.
Oh, sorry. I need to roll stealth.
Yeah, yeah, roll stealth.
I read it. I
Those are
read it earlier,
base-
so my brain just like blanked out on it.
Dude, that happens to me all the time. No worries. 16. Okay.
So like, yeah, that's okay, but usually I'm sneakier than that. I used it all sneaking up on my naked friend. Go they.
You were one sneakier sneaking up on him. on a scale of whatever that is.
Whatever sneakies is, right? You were exactly one sneakies more.
Yeah, you were just exactly.
I'm trying to see if it's a little easy for me to sneak around. You
Use
know what I'm
this for my
saying?
homeschooling.
I think Quothe is like both curious, but he's brazen. He doesn't really care. As we saw him like just stumbling across like traps on purpose. I'm pretty sure he starts to see you guys go across like through the tree line. He just walks across the field. With an 8 stealth, I don't think he follows. He just walks across the field.
He just walks across.
But everybody else, you stick to the tree line. It maybe takes you maybe a minute or two more to get over there because he's just, I don't think he's like, it's not like he's speed walking, but he's just whatever, and he like walks across the field towards this tower. From your position in the woods, as he walks across to the tower, you don't spot anybody at the top of it, like watching him. You don't see like any archers or anything. Let me move the canvas over here. Draw another picture. The tower is like your standard kind of. It's got like this kind of top to it, right? Like comes down. It's more straighter than this, but it's got like a couple of windows going up. Again, not drawn to scale or anything. There's more than 3 floors to this. You think the tower itself is maybe 50 feet tall? Looks like there's maybe 4 or 5 floors, depending on how you count.
Okay.
Also like how my hand-drawn windows look like the letters PS.
P.S. This is a tower.
Yeah, PS. Danger?
Is the door unlocked?
If you're gonna go up there and like check the door.
I would like to use Mage Hand to try and open the door.
Well, have we even got to the door yet, or?
Well, you guys are still like in the tree line, and the door is facing out towards the clearing. Quothe could definitely like just walk up and do the door, but I think Mage Hand only goes 60 feet.
30 feet.
30 feet. Yeah. By the time you're 30 feet within the door, following the tree line, you're gonna be behind the tower. So you'd have to make the choice to step out into the clearing to walk around to the front door, or
Nah, squishy, nervous kobold does not want to do that. Squishy, nervous kobold is going to just go along the tree and see what happens.
fair enough.
I think one of the more just said the group, I was like, why don't we let this stinky one open the door?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Quothe, he kind of like stands outside for a little bit. Kind of like takes a look around. Kind of spots you guys watching him. He like looks at the tower. Like looks at you guys. He looks back at the tower, and then he shrugs and just walks towards the front door. You all can hear close enough, I will say. It's pretty quiet around here. Not like that you don't hear any birds or bugs or anything. Like there's still like noise, but it's not like, you're not close enough to the road yet to like hear lots of passing caravans or anything. This is like your normal in the woods. No one else is around. You can hear the door kind of unlock and kind of creep open. How long do you wait? Bothe doesn't like immediately call to you guys, or you don't hear him scream or anything. You don't like hear explosions of fireballs or the rallying cry of like people saying shoot him. Nothing like that.
I mean, sounds good to me. I basically just want him to. I just want him to open the door. So as soon as he opens the door
Mhm.
and like walks in, I just look at everybody else and I just shrug and I just like stand up normal and stop speaking and just walk towards the tower.
Perfect.
I'll let Rowan, when Rowan gets a few feet, Vilmar will get up and slowly follow him too. But a little more cautious
Same.
still.
I'm not cautious at all at this point. Like once he gets in there, I'm literally like, all right, let's go. And I just start walking towards the.
I'm just following.
Same.
Okay, you guys, you follow them along, and I'm slowly scanning for a picture or something I might be able to be more interesting than just drawings on a map. But you guys, you head into the tower. You don't see anything of much note on the first floor. You do catch like the bottom half of Quothe. He's heading up some stairs on the far side of the tower. But alright. Oh, on such short notes, I think we'll have to but yeah, there's like you see like a table and chairs like along one of the walls. There's like I don't want to say like a coat rack necessarily, but there's like a set of pegs along like the wall, like right next to the door. Nothing's hanging on them, but it almost gives you the vibe of like, oh, that might be where people can like hang their sword belt or something, when they like come here. There's like a long table with like 6 chairs, like two on either side, and then 2 at the heads of the table. Go. Let me drag this to the map here. So the tower looks kind of like this one. Obviously, there's no other like buildings around it, but it's just like a square tower, and it's got that other like the tower with like the other crenellations or whatever at the top of it. But it's a little square tower, about 50 feet tall. Just, well, maybe a little extra visual interest. But yeah, so there's like little table, chairs. You see like a little indoor potted like pine tree almost. It's like this little like not little, but like either a very large bonsai that looks kind of like a conical evergreen tree, or it's maybe some type of shrub or something, but it's like kind of looks like a small Christmas tree, like in a pot, and then just bare floor. It kind of looks like some open kegs like next to along where the stairs are. So the stairs are like those stone kind of stairs that kind of go up along the wall, and just like by next to the steps, it's like these what looks maybe have been barrels of wine at one point. But you see Quothe is heading up to the second floor. You don't see anything quite yet.
Do I get a disappointed sigh from Rowan as there's no more wine here?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. I would like to make a sigh. Yeah, you get a.
I would like to roll for Psy.
All right, roll charisma. Roll performance.
Performance.
That's a pretty good sigh.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
Good sigh.
sigh. It's a 15. You know, that's a pretty convincing sigh.
It's noticeable.
Vilmar can
but
feel
not
his
overbearing.
pain.
So yeah, you guys are gonna follow Quothe upstairs? You wanna like check more out about like the
I'm
the
gonna
rather
really.
common first floor of a tower?
So there's nothing else we can see. It's just kind of all the same.
I mean, nothing like stands out. You're in a room that's maybe 15 by 15 feet, squared base of this
Okay.
tower, maybe 20 by 20. There's like a relatively good sized table. Two chairs on either side of the long end, one chair at either short end of the table. There's like a nice potted plant in the room, what looks to be like some coat hanger hooks next to the door, and then there's just this open area, just like kind of common area.
Is there anything on the table? Is it just a blank table?
There's like some old like beer steins. One of them is like tipped over on its side and just very slowly rolling, like in that sort of arc that like cups roll in before coming to a stop. Maybe both they kind of just like knocked it over as he was like looking around and didn't see anything.
Do any of y'all feel like that plant
Classic.
may be suspicious, or is it just me?
I mean, you can make like an investigation check if you want to like investigate something specific. You know, if you're like, oh, that like there's maybe I'm looking for a hidden lever, or what kind of wood is the that table made out? I don't know. Like, if there's something you want to investigate, just let me know.
mahogany.
But it's basically a stone square
Bum,
room.
bum, bum.
Stone square room with a relatively large open area in it. That there should probably, like, if we're talking home decor here, there should probably be like an area rug, but there isn't. It's just a stone floor. There's a long table with 6 chairs, a potted plant, a coat rack next to the door for some flavor, and a set of stairs that as you enter, you see Quothe walking up the stairs.
I walk over to the plant
Yeah.
and I pull the leaf off and I start chewing on it.
All right. It's very bitter. Very bitter, almost like detergent like aromatic quality to the plant. But very more bitter than anything else. Kind of almost immediately want to spit it out. You take some of the needles off of like to be an evergreen. Almost it reminds you of like pine sol.
Well, that sounds appealing. Is that not
You
the
hear a
tastiest thing?
crash coming from upstairs. And then
All right.
relative silence.
I dig it. Let's go find out what it is.
I'm
So
gonna
yeah,
walk behind everybody else.
you walk behind everybody. All right. As you guys think of your marching order real quick, I'll just put it in time frame because I described that a little bit more as you guys were asking questions. So you walk in, see Quothe, kind of take a look around the room, investigate something. Rowan walks over. He takes a bite of the plant, kind of spits it out. Couple of seconds go by, and then crash, and then more like 2, 3 silence. and that's when you guys start to head up. So it wasn't much time, right? You guys head up the stairs. Who goes up first? Reshi's in the back. I'm assuming Vilmar's probably heading up first. I don't know. Maybe
I pat K-Money on the back and I say, all right, buddy.
K-Money's already up there.
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
Yeah,
Oh,
both already
shit.
walked up.
It's just the
All
four
right.
of us
crash
down on the
causer.
first floor.
Then I pat Vilmar on the back and I say, all right, buddy.
Do I
I'm
know
over
what
this
the-
whole.
I'm
I'm totally over this whole like trying to impress Vilmar nonsense at this point. Like,
I
all right, buddy,
I
get
pat
on up.
tail on the head. All right, buddy.
It's your time to shine.
All right. So Vilmar, you
Vilmar,
head
Go
up-
get him, champ.
Vilmar looks back at Rowan and goes, "Well, aren't you the legendary warrior still?"
Oh, I am, but I'm gonna let you take this one.
No, but you have the new fancy suit. Is it yellow and sparkles? And I'm like, why don't you test that out first?
I got like a weird my shoulder. There's like a weird. I don't know. It's like.
All this stealth.
So while they're doing their discussion here, Tail is very going to overconfidently like, "Oh, I got this, guys," thinking it's nothing serious going to go up the stairs.
I'm gonna grab at tail and be like, no.
So it's one of those. It's like no railing on the stairs going up the sides or anything like that. Tail's just like, I'm gonna walk up the stairs. He has like 2, 3, 4. You feel your feet like not hitting stone anymore, Tail, as you're walking up this. Reshi's just holding you in the air. Like, yeah, no.
Nope, not today.
Mom said no. That's what that is.
Before Vilmar was up did he perceive anything in this room, this level, or this floor before he heads up the stairs? Takes a quick look.
Perceive anything with your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Peeked up. Not,
Right, then
not for this particular location.
All right, and then
Oh, go ahead.
after Rowan starts like moving his shoulder and Tails gets pulled down, and I'm like, all right.
All right, so Vilmar, you head up the stairs. The group.
Put some ointment on that shoulder. I'll take this.
Thank you.
As you guys head up the stairs, Vilmar, the first thing you see as you look around the room, is right at the top of the stairs, like maybe 10 feet, kind of along the wall, like in the corner. Like you walk up the stairs, you see right in front of you. Looks to be like a wardrobe. Has been like knocked to the ground. It's like smashed a little bit, like some of the like one of the sideboards is like fallen off. You see like a door kind of like at an odd angle. It doesn't look, as far as you can tell, like anything spilled out of the wardrobe. And you currently now see Quothe, as you kind of like walk up the stairs. The room opens to your right. You kind of like turn to the right, away from the wreckage of the wardrobe, and you see Quothe with his great sword, looking down at a chest along the wall. This looks like to maybe be a small bedroom. There's a desk and a bed. There's some more stairs up. But he's at a chest right now, where he's got his great sword kind of like, he's gonna like, he's got
Smash
like, yeah, he's got like two hands up, the blade's like sticking down towards the chest, and he just like impales it, almost like someone with like a pitchfork, like they were gonna like stab something, like a finishing blow. He just stabs it right into, pretty accurately. He stabs it right in between like the body of the chest and the lid, and then he like pulls down on it and pops the lid on this chest. You see some like dust and stuff swirl up into the air. He looks into it, kind of gets down on his knee, starts rummaging through the chest.
Okay. Anything else is to the right? You said there's the chest, the bed, stuff like that. Is there anything else in the room besides the smashed wardrobe, and I think there's stairs to the next level, or
Yeah, there's stairs to the next level. On the other side. Well, not the other side, but kind of like you guys like come up. Let me draw again.
Since I've been noped by Mama Rach there, can I investigate the wardrobe looking for something I think was cool?
Sure. Give me.
I just didn't want you to be the first one up the stairs. You can do what you want. Just watch out for rugs and curtains that might get you. But other than that,
No.
go for it.
That was fantastic. That was the best possible result that could have happened. It's just overconfidently, and then all of a sudden, okay, I guess I'm not doing
Nope.
that.
So this is the situation. You guys, let's say, entered from this side of this square. Came up like stairs that were on the northern wall, and then you see stairs along this wall over here.
Okay.
And the wardrobe was like in this corner, right?
and like the
Front of
bed
the
and
stairs.
chest is on the other corner, like the southwest corner there.
Yeah. So, let me go back to the thing. The bed is here. Quothe is like right here. Bed, the chest. What else? Stairs. Am I missing any details? On that, did I tell you guys? There's also like a window here. On this level, and a window over here. You see there's like a little end table below the window. And then a desk. That's right. There's the desk.
All right, I'll just shake my head and I'll just go up the next flight of stairs, just assuming that
Okay.
it's
As
Quothe being
As
an oaf.
you make for the next set of stairs, you see Quothe. He like tosses like a nightshirt out onto the floor. He's a small leather-bound sachet of packet of papers. It doesn't look like a fully made book, but more just like maybe like a pack of like old letters, like just in a piece of leather with like some string tied around it. Like you see him pick up like, oh, it's like a metal pocket watch. He's like, he doesn't know if it's gold or whatever, but he like tucks it into his loincloth. And then
It
you
is
head
very
up.
roomy in there. It's made for much larger men.
Dunking on him,
Oh
and
my
he's
goodness.
not even here. I love it.
It's his fault.
Although earlier I did describe his genitals looking like this. So we're all doing it.
He's a grower, man. It is what it is. So don't.
It is what,
don't-
hey, genetics.
Oh, everyone has an opinion of it. I don't know. It cracks me up.
It's
some
a
people
problem.
grow, some people show.
You
Right?
know, it's a legitimate medical condition. We shouldn't be making fun
Sure,
of it.
no,
I mean,
that's fine. Yeah.
Legally, I have to refer to mine as a third nipple.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that you described Quothe as a grower and did not specifically say afterwards shower. So it gets bigger, just not enough to really do
Oh well,
anything.
look. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna put that man out like that. I'm letting him like.
I'm not saying anything.
So yeah, you come up here, head up those stairs. The next set of stairs is on this, they head up that way. Presumably, the next set of stairs would head up. This looks like clockwise, heading up the outside, outer wall. The next level, you come to Vilmar. Looks to be some kind of workspace, like a laboratory of some kind. You see a bookshelf there with some books on it, some embelisks and flasks of various sizes and shapes, some with liquid in them, some not. You see a table across from the bookshelf as well, and again, it has like Bunsen burners and double boilers and all sorts of weird like alchemical sciencey equipment. You see some like a herb rack with like some drying herbs. There's another chest in this room, and some like little like rocks and like crystals and shit sitting on the kind of experiment table with like the Bunsen burners and stuff on it.
I'll just continue up.
I'll continue up. Is anybody else doing anything with Quothe? Do anything in the laboratory room? I want to make sure everybody has like a chance to like input as we're climbing this tower.
Is there any? Can I do like an Arcana check? Make sure there's like no shit, like magic shit, kind of.
Lurking about.
On what? Where specifically?
On the floor I'm on.
So with Quothe?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me a roll. You can do Arcana if you have like detect magic or something as a spell. You could always cast that.
Nice roll.
I don't have detect magic. I just
Fair enough.
do it with dice.
Just do it with dice.
You don't see like nothing pops out to you specifically. But the 25, I'll say I'll give you just a little added, like maybe we'll throw out a little generic investigation in there as well. You see like in the desk that there's like business papers, you would think, but everything's like blank. So it looks like maybe like a ledger, like some ledger paper that you could like itemize like lists and stuff, but it's just like the line work, right? So you have like a bunch of horizontal lines, and you have like a few vertical lines like that you would be like, oh, maybe gold, silver, platinum, that you'd put in there, and like totals, like a big thick line at the bottom, like where you would like total everything. But there's nothing written on them. This looks like some person's maybe business desk, but it doesn't look like it's actually in use or was used a long time ago and abandoned. It's just like it's like if you were starting your first day at a company, right? And it's just a bunch of fresh, ready to be used supplies. Inkwell, quill, sand to blot the ink, dry it up, all the tools of like a scribe would sit here and do work.
I don't know, guys.
Does the letterhead read pyramid scheme at the top?
Pyramid scheme.
I think it's multi-level marketing, actually.
Housewife starter kit.
There looks at the top of some of the pages. It looks like there may have been something written there at one point, and it's like smudged, but it does look like. I mean, it's not a. It's either unintelligible due to whoever wrote it or time or something, or it's in a language you don't understand. But it doesn't. You can't make out. It looks like there should be writing there, but you can't make heads or tails of what it used to say or is supposed to say.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Tails would like to use his magic quill to do that thing where, like on a notepad, if somebody has wrote something, you can just like scribble it back and forth and get an idea of what they wrote.
Okay.
I would like to use my scribe quill to do that and see if I can read what is there.
So, like you're making a rubbing of a leaf. Huh. I don't think that would work. It's not like raised texture or anything. It's like ink. It's like written on the piece of paper. Can you... Like, I know that works with a pencil. Like, if you've written the original thing. No. You know what? Do you have, like, some skill or check you can make with that? Would that be, like, a spell save or spell check? I'm honestly not sure how or even
what about
if it would
performance?
work. Sure. That sounds good to me.
I was like, all right. It seems like I'm performing.
I just
a
have
task.
no idea if it would work when like writing with a quill. So like, I would say base it off the numbers.
I'm gonna say that's probably
you get
not
a
enough.
little you get a rubbing of the this thing. It doesn't like, even to you. What languages do you speak?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Oh yeah, 'cause
I
you
have-
the. Yeah.
I have
Um,
comprehend languages. I speak all of them.
Fair enough. So with comprehend languages, you find out something interesting about this. It's definitely writing in the sense of like purposeful marks. It actually isn't like it's not smeared or unintelligible writing, but it's not actually a language. Like it's as if well, you know what? Before I give you any more than that, it was just a 12. Roll me an insight as well. See if I can elaborate a little more on that.
Ooh, I'm gonna insight the hell out of this check. Kaboom!
16. All right. Okay. Yeah. Together.
That's way better than I expected because that uses wisdom. And I am not very wise. I'll be honest with you.
So I'll leave you. As well. It's almost 9 o'clock. I gotta use the bathroom here, so I will let you guys think about this as we head into our break. What you learn with comprehend languages, which allows you to comprehend any actual language ever. You learn including with your insight, you learn that whatever wrote this is intelligent to a certain degree, understands that what it is trying to do is what other things would do, but it doesn't actually grasp what the meaning of those rituals are, right? So like, you know that it would have like maybe observed, so like a not fully intelligent or maybe like a very young thing, like in that middle stage of intelligence where like I see that thing doing this, so I'll do it too, right? Like a kid might see their dad working on paperwork and then they start like writing on like paper, right? Because they see, you know, mimicking. That's a bad word because of last week. Sorry.
Right.
We get what you're trying to do.
Sorry, but you know, for lack of a better word, mimicking the behavior of something that they see. So it's not
Interesting.
a language, but there's intent, but the intent lacks intent. If you know, it like lacks actual definition. It's just like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Intent without intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
whatever that might mean, I don't know. I mean, I do, but you don't.
Actually, do and you're fucked.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what goes on during the break here.
All right. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that. Folks. We had a couple midstream questions to take care of. Mechanical nonsense. Don't worry, we're covered. The only other thing is we went back. I had to make some of that stuff that we talked about. That I do want to mention on stream here is I had misunderstood some stuff or misinterpreted questions earlier, and I wanted to let Vilmar make a perception check on the first floor. I forgot he had the Sentinel Shield, and that gives him some advantage, like heightened perception stuff. We went back, we did the check. Unfortunately, he rolled double 10s. And didn't learn anything new, but I thank Vilmar for keeping me on my toes. Sentinel Shield was just some piece of random treasure that I threw in there, and completely forgot he had that stuff. So, hopping back into it, though, you guys have climbed up the to Belmar's heading up to the third of like 4 or 5 stories on this tower, depending on how you count the roof. And I think the rest of you are on the second floor right now with Quothe. You guys, I left you with the fact that some of the ledger head that you found, ledger paper that you found, looked like there was supposed to be writing on it, but it actually wasn't any known language. And the insight that you had gotten, Tail, let you know that it seemed like something was mimicking writing. Like, oh, I see other people do this, making marks on paper. I'm gonna do that too.
Oh. Do I see any feathers throughout our entire journey in this tower?
Well, you know what? A perception check, talking about questions that would require a perception check.
I'm sorry. My brain just popped together thinking about mimicry and perception. I perceive the things really poorly.
Do not perceive the things. There are no feathers that you can see.
Damn. I
Do
was
we
thinking,
think anybody else is here?
That's what I've been wondering this whole time.
That's why I'm trying to go up the floors. I'm that's why I was already heading up the stairs to the next level. After. No one was on the level with the chemistry sets and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah. So there's nothing in the lab. So you were heading up to the 4th floor now. Reshi, Rowan, two have been rather quiet. So if there's anything thing you want to do.
I want to project my voice throughout this entire tower very loudly
Okay.
with a incredible amount of reverb
Until
and
it peaks your microphone.
and pull out the keytar and say, "Everybody."
I like that he's so loud it's peaking the mic and cutting
It
out.
does,
from
yeah.
you.
Cutting out, yeah.
it's so loud.
Can
that
you
it's-
please let us know? If you're in this tower, you better be good about beat the out of you. I'm serious, we really. So you better actually let us know now. Now, come out and do it. That's my song.
It's good.
That was it. Would that draw anybody out if we need?
It might.
Do I need to roll a performance after that?
No. It was a beautiful performance. It was cutting out a little bit for me, but
Uh-oh.
Same here.
But
Sorry, guys.
well, Vilmar, as you're climbing the stairs to the what you assume to be the top floor, hear Rowan's song ring out through the tower, reverberating with magical power, as he is a bard. You feel it, as sound goes over your body, you kind of almost feel yourself shake in just like the noise of it all. You come up to a part of the tower that is rather dark, but for you now with your eyes, it's not dark at all. And you see not a creature necessarily, but the roof is definitely weird.
The roof is weird.
As Rowan
All right.
does this, no, I was say it looks odd. You can't quite tell what it's made of. Very strange interlaced beams on the ceiling. As Rowan's song plays, however, you see the roof almost flex and open, kind of like, if you can see my fingers, almost like kind of like this. Very odd. It's like either like, have you ever seen like some like clamps, like jaw like clamps? Are they like interlock like that?
I swear to
The
God,
roof
if
is
the
kinda
tower
like-
is a mimic,
Like this.
Oh my gosh, we're all dead.
A little bit, and then it like close back together.
Okay.
Run away!
But you said there's that's what I noticed is just the roof, or was there or something else? I thought you were saying there was.
Yeah, it was something. This is like in the in the darkness, kind of bright light. From the you can see the sky as it kind of like opens a little bit. They're like interlocking, like triangular shaped, kind of really thick beams that like go across, like arching beams that kind of go across the ceiling. Almost like you don't think you don't think they are like rib bones. You don't think like someone incorporated like actual like animal parts into it. They are like shaped like giant ribs or something, or very large teeth perhaps, that like kind of interlock like that and make like a root sort of shape.
Okay.
Kind of shaped like my fingers. And it just
Is
sort of
there-
like it just sort of yawned open a little bit as the music played, and then went back together.
And is there anything else in the room? Do I notice anything else in there?
You notice it's a bit damp in that particular room.
Damn.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Perceive anything else? So I scan with my shield.
Yeah, make a perception. Rachel, you had a question?
No, I was thinking I'm gonna run, but I'll let him do his perception.
Well, you remember, you're still 2 floors down. You don't know any of this. You can't see.
Did I feel any of the tower shaking?
Well, yeah, because you were standing right next to Rowan. You felt like his magic
Yeah.
kind of, and you're like, oh man, you felt like the vibrations and kind of staggered you a little bit. So, like his magic is powerful. So 19. Quothe is heading up towards the lab now. He just like dumped some guy's belongings on the floor, headed up to the lab. You guys would have had time to like move up a floor, start doing other stuff as Vilmar gets to the top floor here. So I just want to make sure if anybody wants to move up, down floors, before we like. I don't want to, try not to reveal too much of the tower as things happen simultaneously. But I'll get to the 19 if nobody's doing anything particular other than moving up floors.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Same.
Functional
guys-
note for Rowan. Vicious mockery does not need to understand you. You can call it dirty names and languages it doesn't even know, and it still does damage.
I mean, are you saying I should just vicious mockery the tower?
No, I have no idea what you should do. I was just looking up effects for interactions.
Yeah,
know-
vicious mockery just because it's psychic damage. It doesn't really matter what you do.
Yeah, it just affects their minds directly.
It just hurts. It hurts the brains. I cast vicious mockery on the tower.
That was
Oh
not
well,
the
why
intent, but
would
all
you
right.
do that?
All right.
All right, we're all dead. This has been the Osrynn Tales.
All right,
Your
so you
crystal
guys
pill.
Tower
you're all headed up to the third floor.
is a bitch ass tower. Moving things in it. Bitch ass tower. That was my mockery.
Calling it a bitch ass tower.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you guys are Rowan, Curse of Rowan. at the top of the stairs into the laboratory, cast Vicious Mockery, knowing that his power of bardic magic transcends language barriers to any thing that may or may not be mimicking a human intelligence here, based on your discovery at the desk below. I need everybody, as I make a wisdom save. I mean, I can't. I gotta do it.
The tower is
To
making
ya.
a wisdom save.
Exactly.
We gotta
Okay.
roll for initiative, guys.
Roll for your last roll.
How do
Okay.
we do that without our characters here?
You can just place your characters on the map and
Okay.
roll. Have a roll.
Balls.
Have a roll on me.
This is not what I wanted. I was just looking up to see any goofy things my spells could do with your spells, and you're like,
We're
fuck
going
this
up.
tower.
Yeah, fuck this tower. I know what I'm doing.
Fuck your tower. Why did I hit a 21, son of a bitch?
Yo, how did you get a 16 by rolling a nat 1?
I have no idea.
Every time you say nat anything, I always think of natty light.
Because he has advantage on his initiative checks.
Oh my god, my initiative is bad. It's never that bad. Jesus.
We're lucky. Hopefully the tower that's going to kill us will roll.
Not doing the initiative right?
No, it is. It is. Just give me. I was letting people say what they were saying as I get Kothe on the map here. So he has advantage on initiative checks, and if any of the numbers are critical fails in a chain of dice rolls, so if you roll lowest on any of the die, whether it's a D4 all the way up to a D100, if you get a 1 on any of those die and any of them in the chain and no critical hits, that number's red. He rolled a 15 or whatever.
I rolled a 15 and a 1, basically.
Yeah, he rolled a 15 and a 1 for initiative plus 1, and because he has advantage due to the Sentinel Shield, so it's a 16 because he had advantage. But because the 1 is in there as one of the 2d20, the number displays as red.
Okay.
It just
If he
the number
rolls, if he rolled a critical hit and another number, it would be green. And if he happened to roll a 20 and a 1 on that particular roll, it would have been blue. I think is the red and the green combined. I think it's blue. Is the if there's like one critical hit and one critical fail in a chain, and it could be even like 3 critical fails and like 1 critical hit, and I think it's still blue. But anyway,
and she didn't go. She's not on the turn order. She
I'll
rolled.
do it again.
Yeah, you just have to click on the character.
I forget that.
See, like that one's green, but he only rolls 1.
Put the barbarian inside of the monster. This is a new tactic.
We will sacrifice him.
I don't have a character. Oh boy, what is Beardo Games?
The raid.
It's
a raid!
Welcome in, everybody. They are in a really odd tower. Let me add. If I add turn. Yeah, let me just do this. Six here. Okay, so they just entered a very strange tower that appeared overnight. They're in the middle of the woods, and they've started to explore what has up to this point been a relatively boring and seemingly recently abandoned or not yet moved into tower. Either, I'm saying And nobody here. Nobody's home. There's stuff, but nobody's here.
What about the
until-
part where I attack the tower, physically attacked the tower?
I'm getting there. We just got some people coming in. I'm a storyteller. That's what I do. This is my job.
Okay.
Goddammit.
All right, sorry.
Story time.
Vilmar, the paladin, was getting to the top of the tower, and Rowan started getting suspicious that someone or something was in the tower, and he just cast vicious mockery at the tower area. And during all of that, Vilmar sees the roof of the tower, because he's on the top floor, open kind of like this as Rowan's doing all of his magic stuff, and then close back in. I still have to roll a wisdom save here. I'm gonna roll. Okay. So what happens on a fail? Is that a cantrip or is that a first? Rowan, is that a cantrip or a first level spell?
What's up?
Vicious Mockery, is that a cantrip or a first level spell?
It's a cantrip.
Cantrip. So I think on a failed save.
I'm pretty sure I casted it in the.
Yeah, I scrolled back up. I don't see.
Oh shit! I could have swore I casted it.
No.
You did.
You did. I'm saying on the readout, it doesn't say if it's a cantrip or first level spell or anything.
Oh
That's
shit!
why I was asking, because sometimes on spell levels of like 1 or higher.
Oh
when
yeah, it just
when they
shows the. Yeah,
succeed,
I got you.
When he
I got you.
succeeds on the roll, he takes like half damage or something. But on cantrips, it usually it doesn't happen at all.
All right, so do you want me to read it? I can read it out for you if you want.
I mean, unless he takes half damage on a successful save,
It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, reach the spell's damage increases 1d4 when it reaches level, or when you reach 5th level. So it's a 2d4. Okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything on that. I think it's just either fail or. Okay, so you're saying if it was a regular spell, chances are if it was fail, or if he passed, he'd probably just take half damage. I got you. I'm following now.
Oh. Yeah. So he doesn't.
Digital video games with paper.
Roll. So you have a 5. So it just seems to react to the noise, if anything's reacting. Because that was like a big, powerful blast of energy, including the performance check and all that. All Vilmar, all you know is that the roof kind of opened and it had a shape like that. Make a wisdom save. Nothing seems to happen. You guys move up to the 3rd floor. Alchemy set, all that kind of stuff. So you're 3 levels up. Vilmar, as you head up the stairs, all this magic and noise happening. It's just like you're not sure how to. Your mind reels at this imagery. You cut up there. It is moist. Smells weird. The ground itself is like like a tongue. Just I can't think of another. It's like soft and squishy and bumpy. Like feels like your tongue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah. It it kind of, you see fleshy versions of like a telescope, like sitting out in like a large circular, guess you'd call it a table, maybe. It's vaguely circular, and it has like, it almost looks like, you know what, when plastic, right, you're gonna make like a 3D, like you see packaging, like they put like the big bubble of plastic over something and then all the air gets sucked out. It's like that, like you're vacuum forming like a table, because the fleshiness kind of like sucks in real tight around the form of what looks like a table. And you swear with your perception from your shield that you do see it constrict around a form, and it's like the weird bumpy squishy fleshy material. It almost seems to stretch out and get thinner and like even take the shape of this thing a little more, a little bit more, but it might just be a trick of your mind. Because you like look at something else and you look back at this weird table and then you're like, oh, maybe, I don't know, maybe not.
So does it look like it's wrapping us around the thing, or does it look like it's trying to consume the, or not wrap around, but like, or form to this?
It might be doing that, but it almost in your mind is like the opposite of consumption, like production.
Okay. The floor's soft, like almost feels like a tonguey looking
Yeah. So
bumpy thing.
Yeah.
Like a mouth, and you just saw the roof be teeth. But I wasn't there, so I don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know.
Well, then I immediately like take my sword and just jam the shit into the floor as hard as I can.
Hard as you can. So you're up in there now. You're not just on the stairs. You're gonna stab into the fleshy.
Stabbing into the fleshy floor.
Stab into the fleshy sword. Make an attack roll for me. I'm gonna order this thing. Both is just
Damn it, I did it.
absentmindedly
Forgot to
toss,
switch up.
knocking like, you know, glass bottles and stuff over, and they're plinking and stuff on your floor. Yes.
So I got a 9. I actually left advantage on from the knit roll.
Oh yeah, fair enough. So you got a 9 on the attack roll. I mean, you can still roll damage. You're attacking a floor. So
9 plus 2.
yeah, we're just gonna say we take the first half of that.
Yeah.
Because the other part's from rolling the crit.
Yeah.
So 10. Interesting. You're stabbing like the fleshy part of the. I would like everybody to roll a dexterity saving.
Oh God, no.
I got that in the bag. I mean, I'm just saying.
I do not.
Genie
Not-
over there. He
Okay.
did.
All
Look
right.
at you. Look at that.
I'll take that. That's good for me.
Damn, son.
Tails grabs onto Reshi's like tail as Reshi's doing something very acrobatic, and he's just kind of flung in with her.
It outdex me though.
I love this image.
I know, because he had to make the grab. He had to make the save. So even though you were doing something very athletic, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm not the DM. But
No, yeah,
that's what I
cool.
envision. That's what I
I
envision
like-
in my head. Was
I like
something
it, and it
cool.
saves me describing narratively.
I love the image of this little kid just getting flung along with his mom, like baby Bjorn, over to the other side of the
Yeah.
room.
Definitely like a female Tarzan. Swinging around, saving him. Let's see. Everybody except for Quothe, because he fails, You take
No.
3 acid damage.
Fuck.
Let me
Bum,
find
bum,
his.
bum.
Oh wait, he didn't kill himself. So he doesn't go down. Up.
Hey,
by
how
2.
high is the roof?
I mean, how high is the?
You mean the mouth?
Yeah, the mouth. How high is the mouth on that floor?
From him? From Vilmar?
No. Like, if Tails is standing on the same floor as Vilmar,
Yeah.
how high is the roof?
If Tails is standing on the same floor as Vilmar, how
How high is the ceiling?
is the ceiling? About 15.
That's all I needed.
Okay. We're talking to
I'm a-
because it's like a curved like roof, right? It's
Domey kind of thing, right?
well, it's not. Yeah, kind of domey. Like that's unfortunately the shape of human hands. But yeah, kind of like on one angle, it kind of looks like a rounded triangle shape, and then it's just like a line of.
Yeah, I do have a question about my attack. Would that be considered a surprise attack? Was it expecting me to jam it into the sword? Or into the floor?
Can a tower expect to be attacked? That is a philosophical question I did not. I was going to have to answer tonight.
We'll just chalk that up to aerodynamics of a
I
cow.
was just about to say, Sam Goody, I think you have a phrase about this. You know what? Why not?
I just wondering. I mean,
I mean, just trying to think through what we talked about that day. Not you and me, but me and a certain viewer who requested certain something with channel points that may or may not be happening right now. Yeah, I think this particular tower. Yeah, you could surprise this tower. I'll take the other 5 damage into consideration on the crit.
okay. I'll take it if I can get it.
Damage on the tower. Everybody, you guys see, as I take that damage into consideration. 16. You guys get sprayed with acid. So you see as this happens and you guys make the dexterity save, there are just all over for you guys that are on the 3rd floor, just everywhere in the room. And for you, Vilmar, just on the fleshy floor. Just little, you see like just these like little, not like pus. Oh, how do you like little
Pustules.
yeah, but they're not like rounded. They don't just explode. It's more like these like little cylinder things that kind of emerge and spray acid at you, kind of like this like spray, and then like the go back flat and like reform the. Hard to explain what's in my head. If I had time to actually draw something with my drawing monitor, which is currently the
Well, maybe you
cameras.
shouldn't have had us wander into a living tower.
He just wanted to give me an opportunity to use a cool spell.
Yeah, I'm
Use
trying to
it.
think of a. I know exactly how I want to describe it. There's like these little toys that are like, they're like these long cylinders. It's like a donut. Imagine the shape of a donut, right? but stretched out into like a log, so it's like a hole through the middle. They're filled with water. They're made out of plastic. They're filled with water, and when you squeeze on them, they like squirt up. You know, it's like hard to hold on to them. I had one as like a kid. I got it at like a Chuck E. Cheese or something. It's like that shape, but I don't know how to describe that. It like forms out of the wall, sprays acid at you, and then it like flattens back out. Like, I don't know. Hard to describe that. With describing it in ways that are terms of service friendly. We'll say that. Because there's another way I could describe it that's not so. But it sprays acid at you. These little flesh nozzles, I guess. And Vilmar is like squirts up from the ground, you know, hits you all over the like. But you guys, I think, all save. So you only take 3 acid. What are you gonna do?
Those things are called water wigglers, by the way.
Water wigglers.
Water
There you go.
wigglers.
Hey. Yeah, it's like that, except it then flattens out against the roof and the walls and the table. You know? Like, then it just flattens back out and rigidifies back into, like, a seemingly desk or a seemingly ordinary embolisk. That's seemingly ordinary glass when it's just normal. But, Tail, it's your turn.
Tail is going to do his best Emperor Palpatine and lightning bolt the fleshy bits.
Oh, Jesus. So, well, you're in a room. Did you move up the tower into where Vilmar was?
I thought I had intended to. I guess I didn't declare that. So I suppose I would use my movement to move up to Vilmar, see that this is trying to eat us, and lightning bolt.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I know you had asked about the height of it as if you were next to Vilmar, so I didn't know if that was like part of like, oh yeah, I actually moved up there. So, okay, so you moved up the tower. You cast your lightning. I think it automatically. I guess where you are. Oh, you shoot. No, you're shooting it into the flesh. It's yeah. Okay. Just roll damage. It just can't make a dexterity check like that.
You don't expect lightning from the inside, do you?
No.
I don't have it on this D&D sheet. Okay, hold on a second. That there. And now I should be able to click the button.
Nice.
Hopefully you weren't pointing that at me.
Jesus.
No, I was pointing it up at like the teethy rib.
The thing,
Oh,
yeah.
so you want to, okay, it's up at the teethy ribs, you say?
Mm-mm.
Because you had said at the fleshy bits.
Isn't that the fleshy bits though?
No, the fleshy
Like-
bits is like the floor and the walls and the table in the middle of the room and the telescope.
Okay, well, yes. I would do that at an angle that is opposed to the stairs at the fleshy bits then, since I thought the fleshy bits was like at the top, but is not in a direct line. So I'm not hitting Villamar with it, but I am, however, like kind of bisecting the room.
Okay. All right, because the roof can open. That's why I could make it if you're shooting it at the roof. That could open. If you're shooting it at like the walls and floors, that it can't open like that.
Well, the idea was the fleshy bits, and I thought over by the mouth it was fleshy. So
I mean,
rule it
the
whatever
flesh
way you
goes-
want, buddy.
The flesh goes up the walls, but the teeth are like long, like I said, they look like a whalebone rib. Like they've taken like the ribs off. It's like that big, and like just made a roof out of those. But I just said they don't look like bone, like in like that sense. But they're not like I guess I never did just fully describe them. I was gonna say they look more like stone, but they do come out of fleshy bits. But still, that thing can't dodge, so it takes 35 damage. Shooting at even at the just around the ceiling. You'd have to shoot like at the ceiling beam, like specifically at the roof. Anyway, semantics aside, 35 damage. Take that into consideration.
That was actually probably the best I could have rolled there. Pretty close. Yeah, I got 4 6s out of 8d6. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
All right. Hey, you triggered my trap card. No. Well, you did.
Well,
You did, but not in the way. Not
I
in
do
the
have a
way I
minor
intend-
problem.
Yeah.
Is there anything flammable in the path?
No, not up there.
Okay. It
Fine.
ignites flammable objects, so I was hoping I didn't just set it on fire and we had to run out of the burning mimic building.
Oh no, not up there. Not flammable. Yeah, it takes 35 damage. I do need everybody to make another dexterity save as like the damage activates another spray of acidic fluids.
I didn't think about that.
Oof.
Both fails again.
That's what you get for taking the night off.
Did you ever notice you always learn things a little too late? Because I
dread
just
that out
learned
as
that-
long as I can.
Every time we yeah.
Oh shit.
Every time we attack it, it's going to spray the little lizard wizard with acid.
So it looks like everybody but Vilmar is gonna take a full 2d4 8. Ooh, baby!
Oh
A
shit.
full 8 acid damage. You guys get completely drenched. I imagine in this moment, for comedic purposes only, because he's a paladin and never would do this, he just holds Tail in the line of fire of one of these things.
No, you would not do that.
He succeeds, but Tail just gets covered in it.
No, he would not do that to Tail.
Just with the numbers, you see Grady rolled a 5. Just he's like, nope, and then he apologizes after. But yeah, it's not canon. That's just the first thing that popped into my
I was
head.
just standing in front of him. I got sprayed, and because I'm so short, he actually got hit too.
So I take 4. Is that right?
Yeah. You take 4 acid. That say hard to not hard, but it's gotta make sure I'm including Quothe here. Calculations. I was gonna bring us to Reshi. You are, I believe, 1 floor below where Vilmar is.
Yes, I am. And I kind of want to ask my friend who's still with me if he wants to continue this fight or if we want to go. My friends, because I guess K-Money's here too.
Damn.
Because we can always just get out of here and
That's
then
what I
beat
was
the
saying.
shit
Yeah,
out of the tower.
That was kind of my thought, so that's why I was kind of asking you. Now, I might take a hit from leaving, but I was kind of curious if you wanted to just try and get out of the tower and then see if we can do something besides being inside this mouth of acid. So yes.
Quothe wants to murder the tower any way he can and does not really respond as he's almost getting ready to rage.
Rowan?
I want to get out of here, but I gotta wait till my turn, right?
Okay. So the tower's going to attack me probably with an opportunity. I do have my... I don't like this at all. I'm going to try and...
Do what you need to do. You can move
All right.
before other people too. Everybody else wants to run away.
What I'm going to do is attack, flurry, attack again, and then... So that's a key. And then can I also key to use my breath weapon after I do my attack and a key, or can I not spend any more key after that?
You can spend multiple ki on a turn, but you still only get like a certain number of like actions. So you're gonna take your action to
Right.
make your attack, which gives you 2 standard attacks. And then you spend a ki when it says when you make an attack roll, you can spend a ki or whatever the specific wording is. But like it says, you can then make 2 more unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So you can do that like once on a turn. And then you've used your action. You happen to give yourself a bonus action to more attacks, and then you would have like you could move, you could, or that would be the turn if you didn't want to. But you
Okay.
can't stack like attacks like that.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna do my stunning strike. Starting at 5th level, you can interfere with the flow of ki in an opponent's body. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, which I'm gonna use my katana, you can spend 1 ki point to attempt a stunning strike. They must succeed on a Constitute saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Oh, I will katana. I can do that twice, right?
Yeah, you could stunning
Just one.
strike on both attacks. Yeah.
Okay. What do I
So
roll on that? I'm sorry. This is a new one for me. I haven't used this
I
yet.
make a Constitution roll. And I think you'd have to tell me what your monk see. I want to say it's based on.
So do I roll my katana twice then, and then you do your Constitution?
Well, no, you would roll. Well, you can roll twice just for brevity's sake, and then we can discuss if you need to use 1 or 2 E. Trying to see what your DC.
One's okay, one's shitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a roll here. That tower is going to be stunned.
Fuck yes.
I gotta think about what that means for what
You
it can
ever-
do.
You ever eat like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and then you get that like weird feeling in your throat? Kind of not like you're choking, but it's closed up, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
She did that to the tower.
Yeah. That's a good analogy.
I have no way to describe it. Like I'm not allergic
No, it's
to
a
peanut
good-
butter, and
that's
that's
a good analogy.
definitely
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, just like it's just a little too dry to swallow. So yeah, you can also flurry and make unarmed attacks after that. Still looking to do that.
I don't know if those hit, but I'm just gonna do the extra roll in case they do hit.
Yeah. The 19, 14. Oh. So you deal. There's a flurry of blows attack.
The 10 is the flurry. Sorry, I didn't roll that till the end. So that's the flurry is the 10.
Well, when you
said
when
the
you
14 hit
well,
also?
I was saying when you flurry of blows, he just. I'm trying to figure out what the actual. So it should have been. Did you click the damage for the flurry of blows? And that's the 10 at the bottom.
That's what I just did. Yeah, that's the 10 at the
Okay.
bottom. Sorry. Yeah.
So it does 15. So flurry of blows just.
Okay.
You do 2 unarmed strikes. It's not 3 attacks. It's not 3.
Right. Okay.
I was looking at. I saw it was like had an attack roll there, and I was like thrown off for a second. Because I thought it was maybe like saying she did flurry. Why is that a third attack there? Okay. So yeah, we take the first 2 there. 8 and the 7. 15 damage. Bad, especially for being a tower of all things.
It's still stunned right now
Yeah.
after that? Okay.
Stun doesn't go away because of like damage. It's not sleep. It's physically like, ugh. You get punched more, you're not gonna not be ugh for like a second. You know what I mean?
No, I got you.
That.
I'm pretty stoked you got to use the katana and you just sliced the crap out of him.
I was hoping, I was like, because I've never used that before. Sorry, I'm going to get better at it, but that was my first time to use it. So
No,
I
it's
just
good.
wanted to
thought it
make
was
sure I was doing it
cool.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sorry. I'm glad I did it finally, but I was just kind of nervous about how to do it.
I mean, I'm not sorry about murdering
I'm
this
not
thing. but-
sorry, but
In my head, though, I was totally screaming, "Dishonor on you!"
Oh god.
I have no idea. It's just I've played way too much For Honor. That's really what happened there.
So you attacked it. You guys are gonna have to make as one reaction that it does in reaction to damage. And still need everybody to roll a dexterity check or dexterity saving throw rather. It does. It's just like working out as it's getting
Fuck.
that wasn't too bad, San.
Yeah, I wasn't standing in front of the paladin this time.
I don't know how. It's not like an attack. It's just.
So it's still stunned, but it's still reacting to what happened.
Yeah,
so
like
can
it's not
still-
gonna be able.
Okay,
to
I got
do-
you.
They're gonna be able to do something else. Where is the damn button?
Not bad for
Hey,
Quothe finally.
Finally die. 5 damage to anybody who rolled less than a 50. Which I don't think. Oh, Vilmar and Tail. You guys take 5.
I thought I rolled
Acid.
well too.
I did too.
And
Yeah. Tail is not feeling great.
You're not dead though, right?
I'm not dead, but I'm hurt.
You can run after this.
how low are you?
Lower than I would like to be.
How
Fair
low
enough.
can you go?
I would definitely get one of those little red orbs that you put on them.
Right. So it gets to its turn. And there was a thing that I was gonna do, but it's stunned. So
Ta-da!
it instead is acts more like a tower than it ever has in its life. As it stiffens up and it stays perfectly still due to being a tower.
That was easy.
Rowan. I mean, stunned. You can't take actions. Like it's not actions.
Get the fuck
Can't
out of
take-
there.
Can't take like conscious reaction stuff.
When you punch a tower so hard, it decides to be a tower again.
I mean, I guess you could do damage to it since it can't do anything back until the end of my next turn, right? And you could mollywop it, really.
Mollywop.
All right, I wanna cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
I don't blame you,
Um,
honestly.
So the spell allows you to move at an incredible pace. When you cast a spell, you take a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends. Take the dash action. So you can now, if you wanted to, you could use that and your actual action to move up to 3 times your move speed. You wouldn't get to like attack or anything, you could go all 3, but you can move twice, almost twice as fast as normal.
Yeah, I'm gonna just bolt out the tower. I'm just gonna literally stack this shit and bolt out the tower.
I wish I was you.
You abandon
I abandoned my party and it didn't leave the tower. Yes,
I'm gonna yell back, I wish I was you.
they're gonna make it out. I'm just gonna get out sooner.
Yeah, you run down as you think to yourself, you're abandoning your party, leaving them all behind to die. You're running down, your friends coming behind you, you know it in your heart of hearts, they're right behind you. And you know that sweet, sweet smell of fresh air and not musty, old, now very slightly acidic, filled with bile sort of smell. Like vomit, you know, kind of smell that acid
Ugh.
had. You're just like, man, I'm gonna get out of there. They're gonna be right behind me. Everything's gonna be okay. You bolt down the stairs as fast as you can, and it's
Oh,
just
no.
along the outside, so you don't even. It's not even like, oh, you gotta run across a room or anything. So with your just one single dash, you're like gonna be almost outside, just without even having to use that bonus action or use your actual action to dash the whole way out. Until you get to the top of the stairs, heading down to the first floor. At this low down on the tower, even though this thing itself is stunned, like I was saying about the little things that squirt acid, there are some biological functions that just tensing up and being stunned can't stop, such as pumps. You see the rooms, the top of the first floor and like into the bottom of the second floor. You can see already was like reverting back to this weird fleshy sort of material. You could see like the floor and like the bedpost, for example, on the second floor, right? It was like right above their ground floor. It was like almost connected together now, like this sort of weird fleshy material. The top of the bed still looks pretty much like a bed, and the floor, kind of in the middle of the room, looks kind of like a floor. But like those in between areas are starting to form together. As you reach the top of the stairs of the first floor, that whole room, it still looks like the room, but everything's fleshy and it's just pouring acid out. You can
God
see
damn it! I had a feeling you were about to say the floor is acid. The floor is acid.
It would not be safe to go to the first floor anymore.
I didn't use my bonus action then, did I?
Oh no.
You still have your action.
I still have my action.
Yeah. So you
Since I can't. I mean,
Yeah,
I literally
you
have
went
to.
down-
Like, I can't do anything.
you went down like three flights of stairs.
That would kind of be shitty for me to have
using
to use
your-
that, even though I didn't.
Let's say you use your movement, use your bonus action to dash. So you could use your action to run back up. You would get to the floor right below where they are.
Is there any windows? I mean, not that I know this, I'm just asking. Table talk.
There are, but they have. You notice now that they are closed.
Chemical metal embrittlement. Let's freeze it.
I
and
want to
bust
use.
our way out.
I want to use one of my beans.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the doom beans.
All right.
I mean, maybe not hell yeah.
I'm
Let's,
kind of in a panic here, so I'm gonna pull out my bag of beans.
Let me look up. Is that not in the? Have it in-
I don't
I'm
know
so
what they do.
scared right
I
now.
actually
I feel
don't.
so
I actually
scared.
don't. I actually don't know what they do, but I feel
I
like.
know.
It's a D100 roll. So
No,
Oh,
it could be
God.
something very bad, or
roll a D100, buddy. We'll find out how bad this went.
Seriously. I mean, what would you do though? I mean, probably what he's doing, honestly.
No, I
No,
get you.
It sucks.
magic.
So
Oh my
what viewers'
God.
choice was this? Because I'm gonna message them later. I'm
Mr.
just
Abstracto.
Mr. Abstracto.
Abstracto. I'm gonna message Brandon
Alright.
later.
A
So-
36, baby. All right, that's maybe not the worst.
Not the
thing.
best one.
Maybe not the best one. Oh, maybe not the best one, but it's not the worst one. I'll say that. A campfire from the list I found on the
Okay.
compendium. A campfire, 31 to 40. Yeah, a campfire with blue flames springs forth and burns for 24 hours or until it is extinguished.
Okay.
So
That
you
is
like,
way-
That's gonna cause damage to this
Give
thing,
him
right?
heartburn. Give him
It
heartburn.
is fire. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Well,
campfire.
did he dump all the bags out? You said he dumped all the beans out.
Mm-mm.
No, one bean. One bean.
One bean.
Well, that wouldn't do anything then.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't have any immediate effect.
Well, it's because it says if it's one bean, you have to remove it from the bag, plant it in the dirt or sand, and then water it. Then the bean produces an effect for 1 minute later from the ground. Is there dirt and sand in this thing? And did he water it?
Oh no, I didn't read that part.
Yeah. It would not take any effect at this point in time.
Jeez.
So the bean doesn't.
Well-
even-
The bean's just sitting there on the ground.
Can I just pick the bean back up when I realize it doesn't do anything? I just imagine Rowan being like, ah,
The bean.
ah! He just throws
Well,
the bean on the
shit.
ground and then he just stares there at it. And it doesn't do anything. And he's just looking at it. And then he's
Rip
just
off.
like, and he just picks the bean back up and puts it back in the bag. And then that's still my action. Like, use that as like that. I'm willing to have that be my entire action. Just be fucking up and realizing the bean didn't do anything and then picking it up. Is that
I see.
is that agreeable? Can we do that?
It's very on brand. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. It wouldn't. It actually. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't read the part about it. You having to plant it.
I didn't read anything about the bag of beans because I thought it would be more fun if I didn't know what the fuck they
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Oh boy, does it do a lot of random shit.
It does.
Okay,
do a lot of
well,
random shit.
Here we are. I just literally used my turn to run downstairs, only to realize I can't run downstairs, and then I used a bean for no effect. All right.
Let's.
I guess it's.
Hey,
I
you know,
guess
it's not the
good.
worst.
It's-
All things considered, not your worst turn. Quothe is gonna gently start caressing this flesh tone.
No, he's not.
No, I'm opening his character sheet. Where is oh, that's right, can of wood. Sword. He's just to stab it into the wall. Easy peasy, lemon
Log him take
squeezy.
acid damage.
Damage. Track that. Yes, autotomic reflexes. Don't think you can stop them by stunning their muscle. So, you guys have to make another dexterity save.
We're about to lose fucking sand. I feel like it.
Well, see, you happened to trigger something on the last time it took damage, and luckily for you, the sprays are weaker now.
Ah, fuck.
Good. If he
Yeah.
dies, Mama's gonna be really mad.
I'm rolling the same thing as Sam.
He takes way more damage. I mean, he has less hit points, I believe.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I'm not doing great right now. Let's just say that for sure.
Reshi, good.
We take 1
I
point of
mean,
damage.
Dex is kind of my thing, so.
Yeah, everybody. I just happen to roll really bad. Everyone's gonna take, except for Reshi and both of you don't take any damage. Everybody else is gonna take 1 acid damage. I was.
That's
not
better than a lot. I mean,
as-
that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's not as powerful. You know, of a
That still
blow.
doesn't make me feel good, buddy. My health pool is decreasing rapidly.
Well, luckily.
Do you have any health pods?
it's-
I do. I'm gonna chug one on my turn.
Well, and that's
Okay.
also one of the 2 people who have healings turn.
That's true.
And you said you were standing right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Not to pressure you any, Vilmar. I'm just saying.
I'm just. I think it.
If you're thinking about healing me, remember I am going to chug a healing potion on my turn.
Yes, but the thing is, if I attack, more acid's coming out. How low are you?
I could take another acid hit. If he rolls perfectly, I will survive. However, I'll be pretty fucked up.
Now, if I use multiple attacks, every time if I attack him, or the tower, it squirts acid. So if like I do the 2 attacks, you do 2 acid things or just 1?
Well, without confirming or denying anything, I will say this.
Because I know Kothe,
I
you
will
just did
say,
1 attack
I
with
will
Kothe.
say, I will say this. On Reshi's turn, she got 3 attacks in, and it only sprayed you once. She did use Stunning Strike, and things
That's
have
true.
not been the same since then.
Gotcha.
She's Stunning
Saved
Strike
by
on
Reshi's Fist of Fury.
Okay.
She's Stunning Strike on the first blast. So the only person so far that's gone and made I guess Kothe should have been second. Never mind. I forgot he had extra attack.
Well, that's what I was wondering because you only did 1 attack with him
Yeah.
too.
My bad. Sorry, I'm
Oh, I figured
I'm
out how to survive.
I'm
I got this.
micromanaging other things. Here.
Yeah, no problem.
Forgot that he had extra attack. You guys might have to make another saving throw when it's Vilmar's turn because you guys only have to make 1 and both they attack twice.
That's a bonus action. Okay. All right. All right. I'll just attack then. Yeah. Let's do that.
Nice.
25. And that's the damage for that. And then where the hell's my might? 2. Fucking horrible roll.
On Genie's face right now. In his
But
stream, he's got like his fist up to his mouth. He's like, oh shit.
That didn't roll Divine Smite right.
It's just bad. This is a bad situation.
Why? Divine Smite is 8 there.
But I did it at level 2.
Yeah, and then higher cast. Level 2 and 5, 7. Your Divine Smite.
Oh, there's okay. The 1d8's at the top. It did a 1d8, and then it rolled 2d8 separately.
Yeah, so with the higher
Is
level
that it?
casting, yeah, an
Okay.
extra D8, right?
Yeah. I just thought it would be all at the bottom at the. I thought the 2 was just what
Right.
level it was cast at. I didn't actually know it rolled the
so
dice.
the way the way the UI on this works because of the character sheet, the rounded corners at the very very top, the very very bottom, are the bounds of like the whole attack, right? And
Mhm.
so the flatter tops at the top of the 6 and the 2, and at the top of the 2, kind of see how they have like a pointier edge to the top corners of those. Those are
Mhm.
like imagine like a old Western sign placard hanging there from like hooks, right? So it's the way you would read this whole thing is 6 slashing plus 2 radiant damage, and then 2 from your divine smite and 5 from your,
Okay.
because of how those 2 are 5 are like really close stat block.
Alrighty. And do it again. 14 hit it.
14 will hit the wall or floor. Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And then
Oh shit. One. That
and
You have
then,
bardic,
a
buddy.
lot.
and then I'll do the other divine smite. Hit 2.
There's a 13 on a damn.
That. All right. So that's all my damage I can do.
That is a lot of damage. Compared to your other. Okay, so 6-2. Um. 40.
Shit, son.
54 damage.
It just showed up my level 3 spell. Like, bitch, please, I got this.
I know. He's like, hey, why are we playing with you guys? Like, I got this.
Yeah,
Film our bow
paladins
baggins.
got like a real got a D8 weapon. He's like using everything to do it.
Oh yeah,
I've
he's
used-
burning all of his toys.
I burned all my level 2 spell slots to
I mean,
do
you
that.
kind of have to, though, at this point. We don't know. I mean, there's nothing else we can do at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody, as
Am I?
subtract the math here on this guy's health, how about you guys give me another dexterity save?
You
No,
fucking
before I do
suck.
that, my
You
bonus
fucking
action. My bonus action is cast Healing Word on Tails.
All right, cool.
Okay, all right.
That's
I like
good. That's
this.
good.
I like this. I'm in. I will take 6. That will improve my day dramatically.
I'm feeling a little bit better.
How many people on the 30s here?
I want you guys to know that
I hear K
My-
Money. Get him in here.
my maximum
You don't hear
health
him.
is 32.
He's playing
I
with a
heard
friend,
him.
though. He's got a real life friend that he's playing with.
I'm picking.
Oh shit! Roll a
Time,
six.
time to fucking keep
jeez.
it down. Time to keep it down in there.
Yeah, 9.
I'm trying to play D&D.
Okay.
Jesus, we're doing great, San.
I figured out how I'm going to survive this endeavor.
2 isn't bad. Come on now. Think positive.
It's just not that bad.
It's in this giant mouth.
Hey,
Once
that's,
a-
that's,
once
that's
again-
two more.
Once again, the sprays aren't that strong. I mean, not just because of total damage, but I mean, mechanically, you notice it's only 1d4 now instead of
You can
2.
only vomit so much, right?
Well, yeah, but the like, Rowan, you're kind of like at the top of the stairs of floor 2, heading back up to room 3, and you can see this whole time, just every turn, it seems like the level is getting higher and higher in this tower of that acid. Like the floor now is covered on floor 2, and like it's creeping ever so higher.
All right, guys,
I
we're on
don't
a
like
timetable
that.
now. Yeah, we're on a
No,
timetable
I
now.
don't like that. The floor is lava. Did any of you watch that stupid show besides me?
I have watched
Netflix.
one episode. I did. I watched it.
Oh, I hated it.
Which show?
I watched like one or
The
two
floor is
episodes.
lava
Oh no.
on Netflix. Oh, it's terrible.
Thought it would be a fun
Like
concept.
really fun, great idea that was like
So fucked
cringe
up.
as
Yes, it was so
fuck.
fucked.
It was so cringy. Just the people, how people acted, and the
Yeah, it was terrible.
When
dialogue.
they fell in the
It was just-
lava.
and like, yeah, like the idea of like, oh, they're just gone forever, and it's like,
Clearly
it's
not.
such a fun idea, and I was like, why do people? Because
Yeah,
I'd heard
it
people were like, oh man, this is like a really cool show, and then I watched them like, this is fucking cringy as hell. This is not. This why would people like this? This is like not, and it's not the good cringe. It's not like 90 Day Fiance cringe where it's like, oh my
No,
god,
It was
why
just
are
bad.
why do these people continue to just ruin their own lives? This is just yeah.
we have
Sorry.
cringe. There's cringe people we have on that version of the floor is lava. Let's see how cringy you guys can be. Wow.
Sorry, I brought it
The
up.
floor is acid, where the prize is your life.
I don't like that, Jeff.
Okay. First
It's
question,
perfect.
biology-wise, do I see this creature's uvula?
It doesn't seem
Ew.
to have one that you can tell.
All right, so no gag reflex. Second question, bonus action, drink a potion. It's just a regular healing potion is the only thing I have. So what is that? It's 2d4 plus 2 or something.
Yeah,
2,
2d4
yeah.
plus 2.
Hey, hi.
Hey, 9.
Very
Not bad. That's
nice.
1 off max.
Yeah.
For
All right.
the potion, anyway. I don't know about your health pool.
Reshi, would you like to be fast as fuck or punch really hard?
Probably, since I can't go down the stairs into the acid, probably punch really hard.
I would like to cast Enlarge on Reshi.
There we go.
All right.
Remember, Reshi, you can now add 1d4 extra damage to your
Okay.
punches and your whatever attack you choose to do gets an additional 1d4 per attack.
Can you see her? Do you need to see her? Because I don't know if did Reshi move
She's
on
on the
far?
Within a
floor with us,
radius.
right?
Yeah. No, I'm below you. I'm right below you.
Oh.
Maybe
Yeah, you're
not.
on the same
Um,
floor as Vilmar. Reshi, both
Can
I see her
down the staircase?
Okay.
Floor. Yeah, Reshi and Kothe are 1 floor lower than you.
Yeah, can I
I mean,
see her?
you can move down there. I mean,
You could, yeah, if you move to like, you go down the stairs like 10 feet, you could like see her probably.
Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, that's my whole turn. Just make her big as fuck, so hopefully she can punch it to death. Save me, lizard lady.
Oh my gosh, don't put that in my hand.
So I did everything I could. I did
That's the
everything
luck,
I could.
guys.
Alrighty.
Sure,
Rachel,
Well,
you
it is
punch a hole through the
now
wall.
Reshi's turn.
All right, I have a couple of ideas. I'm gonna table talk real quick because I'm not really sure what to do. I have Burning Hands scroll. I have not used yet. I also have wait. It is open hand technique. I can knock this bitch prone. Wait.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't apply here. You're inside a building.
So would that work? Can I knock it prone?
No.
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 Because I'm in it. Okay, can't use
Yeah.
open hand. Okay, so I guess would burning hands work, or should I just punch the shit out of it?
Whatever you do, I think probably
much?
your max damage you can get is probably your punches.
Okay.
That means like
That's my
I
opinion.
can do 4 attacks. I mean, that's what I can do with my damage right now. I can do my unarmed, my flurry, and then unarmed twice again, and that's it.
Well, that's an
Right.
extra 4d6 worth of damage there, or not
Okay.
4d6.
Oh,
4d4.
What do I add when I attack then? So do I have to do that
Her
with each
martial
one?
arts is hasn't it gone up now that she's level 5? I thought her martial arts.
Yeah,
should have
well,
been
I'm
a-
saying
isn't it
from
a
being
D6?
enlarged. From being
Oh,
enlarged.
right, on top of being okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So what do I
that's
roll after I do that? Like what since I'm enlarged for my
Just
attacks?
roll 1d4 every time you do an attack.
yeah,
That hits.
yeah. For every attack.
So I
it
do-
hits.
So when I'm doing this, I click my monk unarmed, then I do 1d4 after that, or do I do it after I do everything?
Every time an attack hits, I believe you could do the d4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Tell me if I'm doing it wrong.
Keep in mind you are double your size, so it'd be hard
Yeah.
for you to not hit something at this point.
So
Yeah,
that
1d4
hits. So you I would do click for damage on that, right? And then you add 1d4 to that.
Yep.
So now do a roll a 1d4. So
Okay.
that attack did 10 points of damage.
Oh, 24, 26.
All right, now another 1d4. Another 10.
Giant Rushy is
I don't
mad.
roll in the flurry, right? I just do my unarmed after that, correct?
Well, you can use the flurry of blows.
Can she click on where it says flurry of blows and would it show
That's
the
what I'm
damage?
asking. Do I do that, or
Yeah.
do I just go straight unarmed?
You roll. No, yeah, you can roll an attack for the flurry of blows attack should be the same as your monk unarmed strike attack.
Right, so I don't have to
It should
roll.
be the
Like I don't
same.
have to click flurry of blows underneath that. I just go straight to my unarmed.
Yeah, or you can
that's what I
click
was wondering.
Yeah, or you can roll that twice, and click the damage for flurry of blows, because it has an attack included in that little word. Like you just rolled an attack there. You can take the 23 and hit the flurry of blows, and roll the damage here.
With
It's
the
the
D4.
same thing. Yeah, it's just you have it on there twice
damage from what?
Okay.
Then
under 2 names. It's technically the same attack if you use your unarmed
Same
strike.
thing, right? But it's just okay. I got you, and that's the key. Okay. So that's my damage then, right?
Right. Yeah, 10 damage for
Okay.
And
one flurry of blows, and then you roll another flurry of blows attack. You get 2 attacks when you flurry of blows.
Right.
And 16 would also hit, and you roll one more set of damage. But it doesn't really matter as you beat this thing.
Is it dead?
You just did 40 points of damage to
You
the thing.
feel the floor start to give way underneath you guys. Fortunately for you, you guys are all sort of like separated in these chambers, and most of its juices have been transferred to the back bottom too. You guys are enveloped in this meaty flesh stuff that you have to like crawl through to get out of, just like body crawling. If you ever, it's like imagine like you're in a wet sleeping bag made of flesh. You gotta like crawl out of it, worm your way out of it. You guys eventually, after a couple of minutes, make your way out of the vents on the side of this thing. And emerge like from what would have been the windows. As this, you just look back and it's like this thing made out of similar fleshy garbage, like the when the mimic died back in the in the tower.
That was disgusting in
back
every sense of the
to-
word.
The back 2 vents are just leaking acid, and there's like smoke billowing up and stuff.
So this is a big mimic that mimicked probably Tails' tower. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it looks similar. Not quite like Tails Tower.
So the moral of the story is don't enter a tower that just pops up, right?
Or do.
Or don't.
Good.
Oh,
Well, we gotta
probably
get
not.
XP somehow.
I mean, yeah, but
we gotta
That
you know,
is
chop.
true. Let me go back
And
to
we just-
my window here.
I mean, how much XP do we get for killing a tower?
I will figure
level
that
25.
out and tell you guys during the week, because we're gonna at that moment you come out of the tower squirting your way out like a tube of toothpaste onto the ground and see like the burning melting, I guess, because it's acid forest around the what used to be the base of this mimic flubby flabbery fleshy gross tower now. You guys were gonna say through critical hits and critical fails, these are the Osrynn Tales. Thanks for playing, everybody. I'll let you guys know how much experience, because I don't know what that should be. I gotta do some thinking on it. But we got substance used. Thank you very much for the idea. They did design a trap. And I
That was
took
fun,
their
actually.
That's a good
idea.
one, yeah.
They said trap them in the they trap them in a mimic where the slowly begins to fill with stomach juice. And
Yeah, it works.
I was like, well, I literally did the math. I was like, if they catch on early and they all run to the top and climb out the mouth and like jump, I was like, I don't think that fall would kill anybody outright. From a height of
Except for maybe me.
50 feet is
Wouldn't have killed
only
me,
is
no.
only 50 feet is only 5d6 of damage. At
Damn.
most could have done 30. At full health, you would have been at 2. You wouldn't have died. And even if you did take some acid damage, I still don't think you would have died. Only taking 30, because it has to go to max minus 32 for you to die anyway. So I was like, all right, if they catch on early, run up and jump off. If not, I know Reshi can subtract 25 of that from her fall. And I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. Either that or they'll kill it, and all of the acid will be at the bottom. And it was just like, it'll just be a fun horror story to tell tonight.
Oh, it worked out great. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we
But
did
yeah,
it.
thanks for playing, everybody. Let them know where you can find them. I just wanted to say thanks for again to Substance for the idea and the design of trap.
Yeah, it's a clever one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Substance. It was a
fun.
lot of fun.
Thanks
That
to
was pretty
everyone who
cool.
was
Still
watching.
here, but thank
Remember,
you.
even you could influence the game in such a way. We do have channel points.
That's a great example. That ended up being
Yeah.
the entire episode.
Yeah.
Was a user
They had
not
one
user,
other part
a
to it.
chat.
They had one other part to it, which I alluded to when I said, and during our break, I was like, well, not everybody would go for this one on the first try. It was if you guys didn't go to it today, on the very first day, it would like on the second day, it would be like a little bit further into like a tree line or like down the road. The next day, it would have been like somewhere like maybe across a field from you. Like it was just gonna be like
Following us.
following you and watching.
Oh my god.
That's so creepy.
And learning from you as you like camp in this like little tower. It was like spying on you and trying to turn itself into like a structure to like, invite in food.
But super fun.
But yeah, let them know where we can find you guys. Let's start with you, Rachel, at bread_and_butters.
Yeah, we do a podcast every Thursday. We start at 7 and we end at 9. The podcast is about any and everything. We talk about life. Just come in and chat with us. We literally talk about everything. So just come and say hi. It's bread underscored and underscored buttered.
Recommended.
Genie
It is
bruh.
pretty cool.
Genie bruh, where they can find you.
You can find me at Genie Bruh on Genie Bruh. Genie Bruh and all your favorite favorite things that you can type the word Genie Bruh into.
Uniplex,
Hell yeah.
undisclosed location.
Yeah, undisclosed location. Mostly on Twitch though. You can find me on Twitch a few days a week. We like to do a lot of stuff. We play guitar. We dress up and go on the high seas, and we do some trucking. We do lots of stuff. It's a good time.
Variety, fun stuff. We love it.
Good stuff.
And Sangretti, where can they find you?
You can find me here on Twitch. Every Monday I stream an actual movie. We do a little bit of discussion on it, not a lot, but we try to watch an actual regular movie. It could be anything from 1924 to today. You just got to tune in and figure out what's going on. Unfortunately, we
It's a
haven't
fucking
caught the
blast.
last ones because of technical issues, but we should be back up and good to go this Monday.
Heck yeah.
Yay.
And you guys, as always, you can follow me here. I stream on Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. This Monday, in fact, if you guys like the idea of substances, throwing out ideas and all that kind of stuff, I'm doing another collaborative thing this week, actually, on my channel. I just want to make a special announcement. All through October, there's usually a big drawing challenge that I take part in. I usually do a drawing every day. This year, I've just naturally kind of sped up my comic making process, and I want to see how quick I can do a comic. I want to try and do a 20-page or 22-page comic, depending on the script, right? All in the month of October, and see if I can do something
Damn.
like that in 30 days. I just did a 6-page comic in not a week, but like 2 weeks. And I think if I wasn't drawing every day, so I was thinking if I don't have anything going on, so I'll maybe try to do that in October. And on Monday, on my stream, we're gonna be talking about the script. So if you want to be involved in writing a like a kind of community-driven comic book that I thought would be fun to try and do, we're gonna do a noir story, like a crime drama. Doesn't necessarily have to be a murder mystery. It could be whatever, like a bank heist or whatever. Who knows? But like a 40s style noir kind of thing for spooky month and make it like a kind of horror story. So if anybody's interested in that, 3 o'clock, it's a 7 o'clock Eastern on this channel right here on Monday. We're gonna be talking a script. We might be doing the same thing on Tuesday, and I hope to be drawing it next like in layouts and stuff on Thursday's stream. So
I'll be there. I'll be there, bro.
come on and hang out. We're gonna raid the Liching Hour, so do stick around. I gotta run these pesky old credits here. But see you guys next, hopefully Monday at 3 p.m. For making cool stories. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.